He like literally check raised all in on a flop of 10-9-3 rainbow with queen high, and he got the other guy with ace high in the hole.
He was like, oh, sick.
Well, because he had like 3 million chips, or he had like 2.5 million chips. The other guy only had 700,000, and when he bet the flop, when the guy with the 700,000 start to him bet the flop, he only had like 500K behind. And I was like, you know, it'd be a sick play here actually, which I really like, would be Alex.
Hold on to your hats.
We have 25, 25, 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600.
Be careful though when we do this. All the Euros see on the
Dong.
internet and they come.
Dong is thrilled because he could definitely get unstuck in this spot.
And this is great gamesmanship from George. And I mean, the two biggest winners, well, obviously they're biggest winners, right? But it's, you know, a lot of times you see people lock up the win.
Yeah. Dong's raising it up with here with Jack 3 offsuit. He's really going for. He's seizing his opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, and JD has a great shove spot here. He's
got 10
essentially
big
got like 13 bigs. You just rip it in here with the sevens. He probably get called by Dong because he's already put 5,000. And Holiday folded the Jackson Hearts.
He's counting. He's like, I have 13 big blinds.
Yep. He's like, I don't think JD plays many tournaments, but I think we're gonna see him shove here.
He plays one tournament a year. It's the main event.
Yeah, the main event.
All in?
Yeah, he's a full. Welcome to Tournament Poker, JD.
Let's see if Mr. Levy just wakes up with it here. Okay.
What a sick spot if he did. I mean, he's sitting with 50K deep, and he's got like a little over 30 bigs.
I think it's like 19.
Pretty wild.
This Dong's like, are you serious?
And
I'm
Dong,
trying to take down the blinds, and you woke up with a hand here?
I mean, Dong's almost getting the right price to call with his overcard.
He needs about 26. He needs 26%, 14 to win.
I got Eric good
41. Oh yeah, you're. Oh my god.
Very close.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Very close to the right price.
One overcard.
We might see him call. That would be. This would be a brutal beat for JD. And he makes the call! Oh my gosh!
One time.
Yeah, he's running one time.
One time, he's way behind. Oh my gosh, what is going?
What do you got? Let's see.
So sick. Never seen this in Dallas since you're a
Jack 3
moneymaker.
offsuit. Oh wow, this is.
Fuck you guys.
Dong needs a 4 of clubs here.
Oh, my queen 6 was so good.
Wow. And JD's gonna
my
scoop
gosh.
a 40K pot.
Man, how about this?
Wow.
Man? Your first day commentating, you got all this action here.
This I've never
Fun,
seen.
fun game, huh?
This is
Honestly, the action didn't really come until Dong sat down.
The Texas Card House Poker Cruise is getting closer and closer. Poker lovers from all over the country will be joining us on the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas, sailing out of Galveston, Texas. The clock is ticking for you to get the best deal possible. Get an ocean view room for as little as $692 per person. Get a Central Park balcony suite for as little as $734 per person. Under 30 remain at this price point. Once they're booked, these prices will go up. Your room is fully refundable up until December 20th, 2022. Save money by booking today. Reach out to Christy at Curated Cruises to get this amazing deal today. Texas Card House Poker Cruise. More details at texascardhouse.com.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to TCH Live. My name is Derek, of course, and we got a special guest commentator, Salvador.
How's it going, everyone?
He's dealt our live streams before. Welcome to our final table of our Saturday 20K guaranteed tournament. And let's get right down to the action.
I'm excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, welcome, Sal. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Derek?
Yeah, great. I haven't live streamed since Tuesday because I've been sick, so it's nice to finally be back here. I actually haven't worked either, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you know, I just got off, but I'm excited to commentate. Obviously, as most people know, I've dealt the live stream before, but never commentated. So. Yeah,
great to have Sal here in the live stream booth. So make sure everyone in the live stream chat give him a nice warm welcome. Right off the bat here, we got some actions. Nick, the Catholic, races to 80K. Keel's going to defend the big blind with pocket fours.
Pretty dry flop. Should just be a bet fold.
Yeah, you don't need to go too large either, and I like the bet sizing here from Nick. And I imagine Akil will fold this hand. Welcome to all our live stream chatters here. Thank y'all for tuning in early. I see Poker Ski, Poker Monkey, Rena, Frank, Mr. I-20 Poker. What's up? What's up? How you doing, buddy? I-20 Poker says, yo, 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 what's up, grinders? Get the likes up. Absolutely.
I'm going to have to learn all the live chat chat pros.
Yeah, they're here every week for sure. Yeah, and Sal and I have actually been, we've been friends for about almost 10 years now, right? We're getting close to that.
Yeah, so 2013 in college.
Yeah, met each other in college, and now we're working in the same location, so it's pretty cool to do that. Chungus here, making a comeback to the final table. Winner of our tournament 2 weeks ago, so welcome back for him. Shark in the 1 seat, or in the +1. And fold is 9-7 suited. Alex, he actually chopped our tournament last week, so a lot of crushers here on this final table. Should be a really fun one tonight. Bruner, another winner, past winner. Stacked final table.
This will be a good one. This will be a tough final table. I feel like a lot of high-level plays will be going on tonight.
DFS Brat, what's up, buddy? Nate, how's it going? Sumer says, Alex is here again? Yeah, I know. I mean, at some point, it's not run good anymore, right? at some point, you got to say they're not just running good. They're just playing solid poker, picking their spots, and
oh, for sure. I mean, a lot of these players at these table or at this final table I've seen before, and it's a really skillful final table. I think it will be interesting to watch them and see how they navigate against each other.
Yeah, I mean, last week's final table was really high skill. A lot of high skill players as well. So we saw a lot of 3-betting and even 4-betting pre-flop. So I hope we see a lot of the same. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We hit our first 100 viewers. Thank y'all so much for tuning in early. We're just now starting the final table of our Saturday 20K guaranteed $365 buy-in. And we got about $18,655 for first. My name is Derek.
And my name is Salvador.
Yeah, I got Salvador here. First time commentating tonight.
Alex opening king, queen suited, gets it through. The stacks are all pretty similar. There's no really big stack.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to lead to even more interesting play. No real clear short stack or clear big stacks.
Yeah, and that's actually a very distinct difference from last week's tournament. Last week's tournament, Alex came in, I think, with about 2.8 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had I think he started the final table with about 60 big blinds, and everyone else only had 20 or less. So this is quite the different final table here.
Yeah, I think I saw the big stack was 1.1, so just under 40 bigs.
And even when you're sitting at about 11 to 13 big blinds, you're still not out of it yet. One double up and you're right back in it.
Oh yeah, most of my deep runs in tournaments, I've always got down to around 20 bigs, give or take, got one double up, and you just take that momentum all the way. Ooh, Chungus in the small blind with pocket nines. Let's see if he'll go for the jam or maybe flatten, see a flop.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough spot here because you are facing an under the gun open, and there are some smaller stacks in play. So we might go for the lower variance route here.
just make the call.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty. I think it can go either way. Obviously, again, under the gun open, it's going to be very tight range.
And he's probably actually facing the bottom of Alex's under the gun opening range here. King Queen off. Sometimes I won't even mind a fold nine-handed in a full ring.
Yeah, I guess especially when you're like 22 bigs, 23 bigs.
Let's see what the flop brings here. It's going to come ace high. Gutter ball for Alex. Kind of a rough flop for Chungus. Perfect flop for Alex to continue barreling here. And I imagine this might just go bet fold here, unfortunately for Chungus. It's only 60K. I mean,
I still think it'll be a pretty quick fold, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough flop.
Can't really do much there, especially with that stack depth.
A nice play there from Alex. I think for Chungus, he was just looking for a nice clean flop there and probably was going to go for the check jam there.
I mean, even the best part about when you're playing sub 20 bigs is sometimes you can just donk jam and put the other players in really tough spots.
Right. Probably not recommended on that flop, but yeah, on a different board texture, say like 7 or 8 high.
Yeah, very specific board texture. Obviously, when you're doing it on an ace high board, it's going to hit the other person's range much harder.
Mr. I-20 Poker says, let's go Ryan. Yeah, Ryan going by Chungus again tonight. Won our tournament 2 weeks ago. Looking to make a little repeat here. Alex in the 5 seat also won this tournament last week. So this very interesting final table here.
I must admit, I've known Ryan for a handful of years now, so I'm rooting for him. But honestly, everyone at this table is a good person. I know most of them. So
yeah, Nick actually in the 2 seats are quite a regular chat pro in our live stream. He's actually when Ben was still here, he would send us cookies and milkshakes from McDonald's.
Oh, so I think I remember
It's hard for me not to root for Nick either,
Oh, honestly, like most of these players, like all of these players I know, they're all good people. So I wouldn't be mad with any winner, but I'm still gonna root for Ryan just a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit of favoritism there.
Yeah.
He is a fellow dealer.
Oh yeah, that obviously that as well. But
yeah, for those of you that don't know, Sal and I are both dealers here at TCH. I am a regular commentator here, and I'm trying to give Sal a little bit more time in the spotlight here.
I mean, honestly, I would love to join more or participate more in this. Obviously, just more so timing and whatnot.
Right.
But we'll see. Maybe the producer will like me and ask me to come back on more.
Yeah, I'm sure he's listening right now. A little bit of a loose open here from Sheed, I guess. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But he is sitting on a little bit bigger stack, so he has a little more room to navigate. And, see, we're going to get Nick to fold the ace when we're suited here.
Yeah, I guess the best part about being one of the bigger stacks is you can open a little bit looser.
And it's getting a lot of respect here from the +1. Bruner here, very solid player, is going to defend his big blind with a 9-8 suited, which I like a lot. Even against early positions opens, you're going to want to defend your big blind a lot wider than you typically would.
Ooh, this is interesting flop. Bruner with the open ender, but one side to the dummy end of the straights. We'll see if he chooses to continue.
Oh, big bet. Big bet from Sheed. And I imagine we'll see Bruner continue at least one street here.
Okay. I mean, he's got the backdoor diamonds, open ender. Queen will be really tough to see for him.
Oh, backdoor diamonds do come in. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best card for Sheed to continue barreling when it pairs the turn. Oh, and it goes runner diamonds. Runner diamonds for Bruner, and Sheed picks up 2 pair. I don't know how relevant that is, though. And I imagine we'll see Bruner lead out here. Just a matter of what sizing he'll go for. And I like a smaller sizing here. No, he goes for, okay.
About half pot.
Yeah, about half pot.
I mean, you can get called by a king or jack here. Obviously, Sheed has neither, but we'll see if he decides to be a hero and make the call.
Good fold here from Sheed. Nice little pickup there for Bruner. And have a look at the payouts here. $18,665 for first. For a one-day tournament, $365 buy-in. I don't think I can think of any better tournament in the country.
By far the best one-day tournament in the country. Best weekly tournament in the country. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a close second to our $500 50K, right? I mean, because for that $500 50K that we do once a month, typically we'll see 30,000 reverse for a $500 tournament.
Well, yeah, but that's like a monthly tournament. But even then, for a 1 day, that's still a very good tournament for a 1 day. Very hard to see 30K for first in a 1 day tournament.
Man, Rudy, and Albert Dean for 2.5 no limit.
Thought Shark was gonna get a little loosey goosey there. Blind versus blind looks like a lot of nothing for them. I guess whoever bets first will win the pot.
Seven high going to be the best hand.
7 high like a boss.
Nice little rebate there for Tony. Gets his big blind black. And a small blind. Nolan Gutierrez says, I'm on the Nick wagon too. Might be some family member of Nick Gutierrez. Welcome, welcome.
So it looks like
oh, Shide would be pronounced Shide. Okay, thank you so much for the correction there. Yeah, I really should ask these players, you know, if they have a nickname on there before I come in here, so I don't pronounce the names incorrectly.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to pronounce someone's name incorrectly, but obviously sometimes it's tough.
Got 150 vol in the live stream chat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in early. It's nice to finally be back commentating after my hiatus Wednesday. Tony gonna make it a clean 3x here from the small blind. Gonna take it down.
Joe, complete that hand. Your blinds are up. 20, 40, 40. Blinds are up. 20, 40, 40, guys.
You know, in this stage of the tournament now, the blinds are going to be going up at a much faster rate, say, you know, at level 3 or 4. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on those smaller stacks to make a play.
Well, now, I mean, we went from 15 to 35 bigs to like 12 to 25 bigs, maybe 30. So the stacks just got very shallow, or much shallower, I should say. Definitely put some pressure on the smaller stacks.
Looks like Nick is going to elect to open his hand. I also wouldn't mind a fold, given how early position this is, but he's looking to play some pots. Going to go for the min raise.
Well, so far the table seems pretty snug, so I don't mind the open. Maybe try to take the blinds down. And even if he does get one call, pocket 3 is a playable hand.
Would be very disguised if he hit his set for sure. And Joe will defend, leaving back only, you know, less than 5 big blinds here. Oh, and that's going to be a flop he's going to get. He might just donk jam this. No, okay, he's going to check here. And if Nick likes to bet this flop, Joel is definitely going to rip it in.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to be... Yeah, that's the one thing about pocket 3s is it can put you in some tough spots against the shorter stacks. Obviously, he's ahead, but, well, coin flipping, actually.
Yeah, it is a pure coin flip here. His 2 cards are live versus the spades as well, and he's going to show the 3s. Okay. Yeah, and again, that's also kind of the reason why I also wouldn't mind just the fold pre-flop. So many players behind, and with some stack sizes that might just open jam or just re-jam over your open. You don't really want to be calling off, say, 30-40% of your stack with pocket 3s at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah. And even then, as you just saw there, it's hard to navigate some flops. Even when you do have the best hand, it's hard to realize your equity.
Absolutely. Poker Monkey with a question here. Who is the dealer? That's not Cooper, is it? No, it's going to be Joe Boljak is our dealer. He's dealt on our live stream a few times. This is definitely not his first time on the live stream table. Tyler Anderson says, Nick the Catholic all the way. Well, we got a lot of Nick fans in chat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Love seeing family members and friends supporting their loved ones. You know, we have 165 viewers. If y'all are supporting anybody on this final table, let me know who y'all are rooting for.
Raise 100,000.
Ooh, big slick from Bruner. Raised to 100,000. Tough decision for the big blind. He can go for the call, the jam, or just honestly just fold it.
Looks like he's wanting to defend here. And what a great flop for ace-king. King at 7-4 rainbow. Can't really ask for a better flop there. Top pair, top kicker.
Nothing like flopping top on a dry board.
This is when you love ace-king, right? And then you hate ace-king when it comes like 3, 4, 5, all diamonds.
It's like wrong suit.
Wrong suit, wrong color. Or no, 3, 4, 5, all clubs, right? Wrong suit, wrong color. No backdoor anything. And Bruder's going to take it down there. Nice little pickup for him again. And let's see who y'all are cheering for here. Dane in the chat cheering for Chungus. C. Smith cheering for Shark. C. Bagravon cheering for Tony. Someone else cheering for Alejandro. All right. So we got a nice variety here. Audrey saying third time in a row Alex has made the final table when playing this tournament. Let's go. Yeah, he made the final table last week and ended up chopping first. So, I mean, he's definitely a tournament crusher here at TCH Dallas. Shark going for a raise here with the ace-jack.
Pretty standard open. You could go for the jam too with like 15 big blind stack.
Henry, Tyler, and Jason are going to limit.
Yeah, just raising here gives you an opportunity to win more chips against hands that could call you that are worse in this exact same scenario here.
Yeah, it's lower variance route.
Yeah.
I'll get to play a little bit of post flop.
But yeah, the jam for sure for that stack size will definitely get it done, unless someone has the absolute nuts. Shark here going to bet 55K here on an ace-high flop. Nick the Catholic definitely going to continue. Second pair, backdoor diamonds. Pretty decent flop for his hand. Pretty safe turn card for Shark. Open ender does get there.
I can see him checking or betting here. 7-6 gets there, 8-6 gets there.
Electing for a little pot control here. Electing for a little pot control, and that might get him paid now. Nick with 2 pair, best kicker.
Oh, Nick's going to lead out.
Oh, no. He's going to lead for 110 now, and Shark could, definitely go. I mean, his stack size is a little awkward here, so he might just jam. If he is going to raise, I think a jam is good here.
Oh, yeah, I think he would. If you do raise, I would say go for all of it, but even then, he still might call. In the tournaments, you never know. Like, sometimes just calling's always
right. There could be
safer route.
Random straights in there, random full houses even. Yeah, he's just going to like for a call. He might, he might feel like the jam would only ever get called by better in this case, and only fold out all the 2 pairs, which exactly what Nick had. So I don't mind that play at all from Shark.
And even then, you also get the information of seeing what Nick is betting there with.
That's very true. Nate says, I will take the old guy. Age of treachery is great. Okay. Ragnar Overbeat in the chat. What's up, buddy? Howdy, y'all. Just got home from the local Christmas fair. We're here starting to apply some pressure now on the shorter stacks.
Ooh, but he's going to run into ace-jack suited.
Shied with just over 22 bigs here, or just under 22 bigs.
Looks for the call.
I could see a jam go as well. Oh, wow, Nick the Catholic going to go for the jam. He's going to save some money. And it puts Scheid in a tough spot here. Ace-Jack suited here. You expect you're flipping with a lot of hands here. Like, you know, a lot of hands that Nick could be jamming from the small blind with. 7s plus. 7s through 10s you're flipping with.
Yeah,
and he does cover Nick here. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if Nick's ever jamming ace-10 suited or worse, so yeah, I think best case scenario he's flipping.
That's what you meant.
And then, or just completely dominated.
Exactly, yeah. So this is a very tough spot. But it also always hurts letting go a hand as good as ace-jack suited.
Yeah, I think if you got to think about the combination of hands that you're beating or flipping with and hands that you're absolutely crushed against, I think there's a few more combination of hands that you're getting crushed by, right?
Oh yeah.
All the offsuit varieties of ace queen, the suited varieties of ace queen, and well, I guess you're blocking some, but it might be pretty close actually if you're taking into account, you know, all the combos of like 7s through 10s, and then all the combos of ace queen and ace king.
But Nick had him covered, correct?
No, Scheid had him covered. That's why I was kind of
okay.
weird spot. Yeah.
In that case, even then, I think fold always a safer
better,
always a safer route. But I wouldn't hate a call.
Yeah, say Scheid had like 1.5 million. I think he'd have to make the call there.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, with no one eliminated just yet, you don't really want to be the first one out, and the pay jumps only get bigger as you get further along in the final table.
Yeah, and if you lose there, you're crippled. So.
Alex here, gonna raise under the gun in the pocket 5. It's gonna get a lot of respect here. Akil here finally gets a good hand here. I like a jam if he finds it. Sitting on only under 10 big blind. When he just makes the call here, it's gonna invite the small blind and big blind into the pot now. Chunk is gonna fold the Robbie there.
Oh, disqualified.
I can see Shark calling with 6-4 suited in the big blind.
Yeah, getting an amazing price here. 45K to win a pot of over. That's going to be over 315K. And he won't make the call. And Joe, I will get to your super chat momentarily, but we do have a big hand developing here. Baggervon with the question here. How delayed is the video? We got about a 15-20 minute delay on our final table. So we are watching, me and Sal are watching with y'all right now. We don't know, who's out there right now.
Ooh, interesting flop. Queen 10-10.
Yeah,
no one really likes this flop.
This might just check all the way through on all 3 streets.
I don't know. Alex is a pretty aggressive player. I can see him trying to bet and deny some equity from overcards. And even 8,000.
Yeah, no, this is why I really prefer to kill the jam pre-flop with his hand. Really surprised he didn't do it. He's kind of in a tough spot now. He's going to jam now. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, at this point, if you're going to jam with 2... Oh, and he gets the fold. Okay.
Wow, I mean, I guess... what do I know now? I mean, the way he played it now got him absolute max, invited the big blind in, got Alex to bet on a queen high flop, and then now just takes out a massive pot.
Yeah,
And
that was
Joe,
a really big pot.
Yeah, that was a great pot. Joe with a $9.99 super chat. Let's go Chungus. Get this man another monster. How's it going, Joe? Yeah, and Joe, I know you're one of Ryan's good friends, so appreciate the super chat. Thank you for supporting the live stream, and stay tuned and support your friend. Hope he does well.
Yeah, that super chat's definitely going to send him some run good.
And I don't know if y'all recall from 2 weeks ago, Mark Wee sent a $50 super chat cheering on Chungus, and then Chungus hits a deuce on the river to hit 2 deuces full against an overpair or something like that.
Oh, see, look. Oh, I thought he... I'll say run good confirmed.
Got about 230 viewers now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all listen to the voices of Derek and Salvador, one of our dealers here at TCH Dallas. He has dealt our live streams many a times.
Self-proclaimed fastest dealer in Texas Card House.
You and Janik are very close. You and Janik are very close.
Ben said the numbers say I am, so I'm just going to go with that.
By pure hands per hour, yeah, you beat him for sure.
That's the only metric I care about.
Y'all might be familiar of Sal's famous 6 of spades hand. You were the one that dealt that.
Oh, yeah, that's
the 6 of spades on the turn, bro. Straight flush, full house.
6 of spade one time. Oh, and Alex rivering trip 9s. Gonna get a little value from pair 10s.
Nice hand there for Alex.
Big blind special.
Lane Bruner in the chat says, go Brune. I imagine another family member here of Bruner on the final table here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got another super chat here. But Strike with a $10 super chat. Is Tony giving out mustache rides? I don't know if I should have read that out loud.
Thank you so much for the super chat either
way.
way.
I didn't. I should have read that before I. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Sometimes they get you.
Mark Wee in the chat says Chungus. Chungus. Yeah, Dane laughing at my little comment there. Yeah, I'm a little out of it. I've been recovering from a sinus infection / illness for the past few days. Finally got my voice back. So glad to be back on the final table here tonight.
Yes, Mark, I told you I was going to be commentating tonight. Dynamic duo. And Bruner is going to raise the big blind with pocket 5s. Going to get Alex to fold the small blind after limping.
Yeah, what's up, Mark? Jason Bryant in the chat says, let's go Chide. Jonathan Ruiz says, go Tony. Man, we got a lot of chat participation so far tonight. Thank y'all so much.
Pretty balanced for who everyone's rooting for, too. Looks like everyone's got a little bit of rail going on.
Yeah, you too can make the final table of this Saturday tournament. You know, if you fire away here every Saturday, $365 gets you an entry in this tournament. These players have been playing since 10 a.m. Some, might have played a little less. They late regged, which is my definitely my strategy to go about this.
Nick the Catholic with pocket jacks. Gonna open it up.
Chungus there probably a little annoyed that he might have just open ripped that hand from the hijack if it folded him.
Yeah, with the open, he kind of forced the fold there.
A lot of discipline there to find that fold, though. I mean, a lot of players saying on about 10 big blinds might just go with it, right? And like the discipline there from Chungus.
If anything, Chungus is disciplined.
H. Hart says, is that Mitch McConnell in the 9C? I don't believe so. I don't believe so, but I do see the resemblance there. We got quite a few lookalikes here in our card room here. I'm not going to say any specific names of the players, but I'm going to say they're lookalike, and I'm gonna see if Sal has spotted them in our room before. Steve Aoki. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz? I don't know if I know who Ted Cruz is.
Okay. Those are the only ones I got. But yeah, there's someone that 100% looks like Steve Aoki. And every time I've played with him or dealt with him, I'm like, man.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'll sit down and I was like, what's up, Steve? And he just like gives a little chuckle. Where's the Derek lookalike? Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Maggie Fletcher says, isn't Alex's baby due soon? Yeah, and I got word from that from Mitch, because Mitch has talked to Alex quite a bit. Yeah, I believe him and his wife are expecting very, very soon. So, he got some good diaper money last week. Let's see if he gets some more tonight.
Oh, he's due for a baby. Oh,
yeah.
Congrats. Let's see if we can make another deep run. Yeah, get some diaper money.
Oh, my God, Mr. Beast. Yeah, there is a player that looks like Mr. Beast.
Okay, I think I might know who you're talking about.
You've played with him before in another room. 100%. Wears a mask usually, has glasses.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about, Dan. Yeah, 100% another another look-alike in there in the room. You know, for a second there, I mean, he wasn't a player, but we did have like an IT guy that looked exactly like Tyler. I'm sure you saw him. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tyler is shaking his head through the glass. Yeah, we had an IT guy helping out with our Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi and camera issues, and we're just like, is that Tyler? When did he start working on IT stuff? Madison Milliken says, let's go Nick the Catholic with the muscle emoji.
Great.
Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. Is there a Bill Clinton? There's a Bill Clinton look like? I'm not familiar if... I'm not familiar, Mark. You might just have to point him out to me next to my deal to you. Yeah, 100% there's a Steve Aoki Mr. Beast look-alike in this room. But enough on that. Back to the final table.
It's been pretty snug so far. Not a lot of big hands, just open folds.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of last week, actually. We had about an hour of final table action without a knockout. And after that, it was just like dropping like flies. But
I mean, that's the biggest thing when all the stacks are so similar. I think most people are going to play a little bit snugger than usual. Just kind of waiting for the fireworks to start before they get in on the action. Ooh, Shark with pocket queens. Let's see if he elects to open or jam.
I have seen a few people in chat say that he also goes by Squirt, apparently. But I'm gonna go by his choice of nickname. Shark gonna raise it up here, 100,000 with the ace queens, or excuse me, queens.
Alex with ace-6 suited. See if he elects to play. He does elect for the call.
Definitely a little high variance play here, but he will make the call here. Tony with pocket eights, man. And I was about to give a shout out to Josh Ramsey. Says shout out to my boy Tony in the 8 seat. Second a few times in our home game, but he's a good player. Does make the call with the pocket eights, and looks like Scheid might have something too. Oh no, he's gonna let it go.
Let's go with the mystery hand. All right, three-way action to this flop.
Three ways.
See if we can get an interesting board out there.
Wow, what a flop there. Overpair for the Shark. Nut flush draw for Alex, and not the worst flop for Tony either.
I could definitely see all three players continuing to a turn, especially with a small bet of 80,000. Snap call by Alex.
Yeah, we did see 1-8 folded out in the field here, so Tony is drawing the one out here. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a little too loose, or excuse me, a little too tight to fold the one bet here on this board texture. So he will just call for one street here. But if there's any more aggression on the turn, I imagine it's gonna be a tough spot for Shark or Tony. Oh wow, that's
yeah, again, like
very interesting here.
And again, pocket ace, I guess it kind of sucks when you have one call. It's not the worst hand to fold because it definitely puts you in some tough spots. But Shark here is also with pocket queens. Oh, he goes for the jam. Yeah, that's going to get everyone to fold.
Nice play there from Shark. And I'm getting word from Peter Marshall says can only hear one of the commentators. So
yeah, I just adjusted my mic.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. Sorry about that.
Audrey in the chat says Alex's baby is kicking. So excited right now. We are having her on the 21st.
Oh,
well,
wow,
I expect
congrats.
that's Audrey's significant other there, or excuse me, Alex's significant other. Congratulations to Audrey and Alex. If y'all are enjoying your time so far, hit that like button. Really appreciate it if y'all do.
And don't forget to subscribe as well.
Absolutely.
Have action 5 nights a week?
Yes,
nights a week?
yeah, 5 nights a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, it looks like you're getting word that we can hear both. Okay.
All right, perfect.
Thank y'all so much.
Ooh, Keel with ace queen. Again, elects for the call instead of the jam.
playing a lot of small ball poker here, which, you know, considering that it is the final table, definitely not the worst play.
Pretty dry flop, 9-7-3. Nothing much for either player. It looks like Akil might have some tricks up his sleeve. And he does decide to donk out. He's going to put Alex in a tough spot.
This is a very interesting play here, and you can kind of see the confusion on Alex's face here. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to fold just yet. Check on a turn doesn't really change all too much. I mean, it does bring in the open ender.
If Akil does continue his aggression, I figure Alex might be forced to fold, but...
Yeah, check on the turn now.
That might open Alex up to win the hand, though. He checks behind, though.
Oh, an ace on the river. You know, this is a very interesting line here, and I'm wondering if his thought process was donking on the flop would get him a free turn card or a free river card, because it, you know, very well could go check on the turn a lot of the time. And Akil's going to go for some value now, rivering top pair, and Alex is going to have to make the disciplined fold there. Very good fold there.
A good river for Akil, but takes down a decent-sized pot, hanging in there. Get your head out of the gutter, Mark.
Kevin Tipper in the chat says, Derek looks like an Asian Charlie Day.
I don't know who Charlie Day is.
I had to look who he was up to. He's that's like, who's that? I don't really see it. But
Actually, I kind of see it, yes. I kind of see it.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Shark gonna open it up with the ace-10 off under the gun. Got one of the biggest stacks. I don't hate the open. And Joel gonna flatten the cutoff with king-9 suited. I think I might prefer a jam there if you are gonna play there with such a short stack, but
totally agree.
He does flop the best of it, but 3 clubs out there.
Yeah, still a lot of equity for Shark here. He's going to put in the jam here. Does have the flush draw and live pair outs, and Joel's going to have to fold the second pair. Nice play there from Shark.
Yeah, I think that's one thing why I prefer a jam there, even when you do flop the best hand again. It's just such a short stack. There's not much room to play.
Mark Emery says, if you play live tournaments, this is the best stream to watch on YouTube. Well, thank you for those kind words. Yeah, we do our best to stream a good variety of content here. You know, this past Tuesday, we'd had our employee live stream, which was a lot of fun. I was able to commentate with Hallie that night. You know, Tuesday and Wednesday, we stream cash games here at TCH Dallas. And on Saturdays, we stream our final table of our Saturday tournament.
The button block deck.
Oh, there it is.
Baggervon in the chat says, I can hear Tony's mustache growing. Interesting. Thank you all so much for the kind words. We're about to hit 300 viewers in the live stream chat. So if you have any friends or family that y'all know enjoy, you know, some high stakes tournament action here, go and share it with them.
Oh, Akil opening up the ace-king suited in the cutoff, and Nick the Catholic with pocket eights. Let's see what he decides to do. He goes for the 3-bet. I like it.
Yeah, I really like this play here. Facing a cutoff open, really doesn't have to have that strong of a hand here.
Unfortunately, he is going to run the big slick.
Yeah, my only qualms with this play here is that Akil's been playing pretty snug the entire night. So I'd kind of give his raise a little more merit than, say, Bruner or Shark, who has been very active on this final table.
That is true. That is true. However, if they don't have that much history, maybe it has only been maybe 20 or so hands, so maybe he doesn't realize.
I think they were actually playing on the same table out on the floor. But yeah, final table, the play might be completely different from what they were doing. And a great flop there for the pocket eights.
Can't ask for a better flop from pocket eights without hitting a set. Tyler says Nick's got Jesus on his side. I think Jesus was definitely with him on this flop. No overcards with the pocket eights.
Kind of a deep sigh there from Akil. Always sucks to have ace king suited and just completely with the flop here. You know, and he could very well be chopping against some hands as well, right? I mean, Nick could just have ace king as well. Which is kind of
and
annoying
even
here.
then he could still even be ahead of some ace queen, ace jack suited. If Nick is up 3-betting pocket eights in the button, I think he could have some suited aces.
Some ace jack, some ace queen, maybe some ace 10.
Played it really bad. Should have went all in.
Akil kind of kicking himself, saying he should have went all in.
I would refer that play just at their specific stack depth. You get some good fold equity against hands that could have some good equity against you, like queen jack suited or jack 10 suited that could be 3-betting.
Yeah, and even then, like pocket eights, I think, is put in a tough spot.
Yeah,
It's a 4-bet jam.
right. It's like right on the edge there. It's like, do I call off my stack here?
Good bet anyways.
Bruner folding the queen 10 suited under the gun.
See if Ryan finds anything on the button to jam with here.
What is that, like 6 bigs, 10-8 off? It's tough.
So if it was suited, he might have gone with it there. Oh, and that's a
Easy all in and fold.
Yeah, fortunate that he didn't find the all in there. It's shooting for close to an hour now, yet to have an elimination, which, you know, as I was saying, are very, very reminiscent of last week, where we didn't have an elimination for what seemed like forever. 1 hour, Tyler says.
Yeah, most of the hands have been pretty straightforward, even though hands that had potential to be really big. We had some action killers come on the turns and rivers.
Or, you know, a lot of players taking a lower variance route, which kind of takes out some all-ins. Or
True. Yeah, I think, again, I think, especially with Chungus being really short sag, folding the queen 9, I think that was...
I think that might be a jam from the cutoff there for 6 bigs.
That's a good one.
Although I must say I'm not too familiar with the 6 big blind shoving range.
Another, well, I mean, but if you're dodging bullets like he is
here. Oh
here.
my God, ace king versus ace queen, jeez.
Wow, what a cooler here.
Blind versus blind too. Nothing you can do when you're Bruner.
Blind for blind here for about 10 bigs. Nothing you do exactly what Sal says with your Bruner. Snap call for sure.
Yeah. Luckily it's for a smaller stack, so even if he does lose, it's not a huge dent in the stack.
I don't think any of you wish good luck on me.
Oh, got some chop outs, 10 or 8.
And Alex will get the full double up. Here's some claps from him. Nice to see some excitement.
I'm sure Audrey is happy about that.
I'm not going anywhere.
Matthew Barge in the chat says, can we get some more Derek and less Sal? All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I can't say what I want to think, Matt. What I'm thinking, Matt.
I mean, a limp would have been the same, I guess, because he would have raised. Yeah, I would have jammed.
Yeah, and Chungus there, just like, he's like, wow, I dodged 2 bullets there.
In a row, yeah.
More chips?
I think that, like, well, I mean, there's still ICM to consider, but he is the shortest stack, so I don't know if ICM is even a factor.
Yeah, and even with, well, he also had Alex, and I think the 9C are pretty short, but obviously with Alex doubling, it puts it a little bit tougher for Chungus. He has to make a move soon.
We got 300 viewers now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this Saturday evening. Y'all could be anywhere on the internet world, you know, YouTube, or anywhere on YouTube. But y'all are tuning in with me and Sal tonight. Thank y'all so much.
Another good hand, blind versus blind. King Jack suited versus pocket fives. Pretty bad flop for pocket fives. Ace King 3. Can't imagine he'll call it bad here.
Thank you, darling. Have a nice day.
Mark Wee with a $25 super chat says LFG. I'm assuming that says Chungus, or you meant to type Chungus.
Probably autocorrect.
Sending in some run good buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mark, for the super chat. And for those of y'all that don't know, all of the super chats do go to support the live stream staff here. John and Tyler doing the hard work back there, action tracking and producing, and all the commentators here tonight. Michael Tilton says, like the stream. Absolutely. Hit that like button if you have to hit that like.
Yes, please. It supports the channel a lot more than you know.
Yeah, maybe after. 265. When I bust, I'll see that.
Oh, Chungus with the ace queen. Over a jam. Two short stacks going at
I
it.
definitely want to see those cards. For sure. Huh? Yeah.
Great spot here for Chungus. Joel way behind here.
Just running into it.
I definitely I played it very bad.
80% favor here for Chungus. Wow, and look at that. Mark Super Chat coming in clutch again.
Oh,
wait.
It looks like the graphics were off. Looks like ace queen versus ace queen.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
Can you do it?
We've all seen it before.
If it was a good fold or not, but
Runner clubs available for Chungus here.
Can you do the nasty right now? Okay.
And wow, man, Mark's super chats do magic here. Just giving Chungus the hand he needs. More likely going to be a chop here.
But a chop is still gaining chips.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he can be too mad with a chop.
And everyone loves a chop pot. There we go.
No sweat. No sweat.
For a second, I thought that super chat was really about to kick in.
Yeah.
Ace queen versus ace 8.
Again, last week, or 2 weeks ago, when Mark sent in a $50 super chat, Ryan rivered deuces full to stack Shamari.
Mark, aw.
You know, as your inaugural commentating tonight, Sal, I'm going to have you set the like goal tonight.
All right, so we're at 346 viewers.
We already have 75 likes, so I want you to set an end of stream like goal.
You said we have 75 likes so far?
Yeah.
End of stream like goal? Let's go for 250.
Wow. Okay, that's very high, but y'all heard it from Sal here.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Sal wants 250 likes by the end of the stream. You know, I think we could do it.
Everyone in the chat, please do me a big favor and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Make me look good.
You know, it's not impossible because, you know, typically by the end of the stream, we'll have about 500, 600 viewers. So that's about half our viewership, and definitely possible here.
Matt, I appreciate that. Start making the burners.
First place one. Food at the final table.
Oh, go Jamie, the big line with ace 10 suited.
Yeah, because you're going to bust before you get it.
Since it is a pretty small jam, Bruner might call with a king 3 of diamonds.
I mean, I'm down.
He's getting the right price here. Has 35% equity.
Yeah, already invested 115.
Or not across the street.
So like 165 more to call.
Yeah, I think he's going to slowly do the math here and realize that he probably has the right odds to make the call here against that specific jam size.
Especially in the big line too.
Yeah, it could be any ace here. It could be like ace 9, ace queen, ace king, even I guess
some queen jacks, queen 10s too.
Yeah, it could be very wide here, and you know he makes the correct call mathematically here, but Joel in the lead.
It does suck that he has his diamonds covered. So Joel, a 66% favorite to double up.
Oh, king in the window.
Oh, wow.
Looking for a jack or an ace. And Bruner will take it down. And we have our first elimination of the night Joel taking home $1,260, I believe, for ninth place. $1,230, excuse me. $1,230 for ninth place. All these players now guaranteed $1,710.
It's weird to show 75 likes for you. I only showed 12 likes.
Oh, you got to refresh it.
Now we all go crazy, right?
You know, Matt Barch brings up a great point in the chat here. I heard if you don't hit that like, you also don't return the shopping carts. And no one likes those people that don't return their shopping carts. Anytime I have that ding on my car, you know, it's like, and I see a shopping cart like very close by, it's like, they didn't return the shopping cart. You ever seen those videos, the shopping cart police?
The shopping cart police? I haven't actually.
Oh my gosh, this, I think he shoots like, they're either like YouTube shorts or like TikToks, but he'll have like, just walk around in a parking lot of like a grocery store, and like anytime he sees someone not return the shopping cart, he's like, wee, 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 and like just like, sir, and like isn't like a fake citation.
You're gonna have to send me that. That's very. Mark, well, honestly, I don't think he's too happy about getting stacked earlier today.
Cartnarks, that's what it is, yeah.
Cartnarks. I'll have to look that up later.
I can always count on Ragnar Overby for the very obscure, like, internet stuff. And 2 pair for Akil.
With an open ender for Tony. 3 hearts might slow down the action, but both players have a piece with this board. Check, check. Ooh, and Binks the straight on the turn. Akil has been playing pretty snug, so we might not see a lot of fireworks.
Small bet here, 75,000. I mean, even for the facing the small bet here, I still don't really mind the jam here. You have the straight out. You have the straight here. You can balance this out. With a lot of strong draws. He's just going to go for the raise here.
Yeah. 225.
And Akil kind of put in the rough spot here. Has 2 pair. All in, and I imagine it's going to be a no.
Oh. I think the 3 hearts might be slowing Tony down a little bit.
Not a snap, but I think he has to make the call here. You know, he's going to get the count, realize that he does cover Akil, and he does make the call. You have it, you have it. And he will see that he's greatly in the lead here. Akil drawing to 3%.
Oh, I guess most of his outs were folded, man.
And there it is. Akil going to be eliminated in 8th place. Cooler turn there.
Great run nonetheless.
Yeah, GG's in the chat for Akil. And sorry, I didn't say this earlier, but GG's in the chat as well for Joel, who was eliminated earlier in 9th place.
Yep, there you go.
But Akil going to take home $1,710. 7th place now guaranteed $2,670. Chungus making another laddered up with a short stack.
It doesn't look like that.
Chungus, one of the most disciplined players I know.
That was a stack.
I don't give a fuck about making a lot of
And here we have the Tony fans coming out in the chat. John Ramsey, that's my boy Tony. Baggervon says, boom, Tony.
Yeah, I called it 70 to club pretty popular.
You know, our viewership is getting up there now. 400 viewers now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you're just now joining us, we're down to our final 7 of our Saturday 20K guaranteed tournament. First place guaranteed just under 19,000, specifically 18,655. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. My name is Derek. I'm joined by special guest commentator Sal Cervantes.
Happy to be here in the booth with you, Derek.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. Hope you've been enjoying it.
Yes, I definitely hope I get invited back.
I just realized what Alex's sweatshirt says.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Definitely a sweatshirt Alex would be wearing.
That's all Audrey though. That's all Audrey, I imagine.
Yeah.
So I knew what to have before you turned.
Oh, you already knew?
Yeah.
Man, we got some hands here. Alex opening up the queen jack of hearts and the +2.
He just didn't know.
Tony
who
calling
had
with
it.
8-7 of
Well,
spades.
that's a nasty board though too. 'Cause then you got flushes out. I
Oh,
mean, that
yeah.
was a nasty board, dude.
There was a lot of trouble brewing.
Everyone
in
heads
that.
up to a flop. What's up,
Oh, yeah,
JD? How you doing today?
I'm sure you got to be super careful that you don't give away what's going on. Kind of pay attention. Instead of watching the player, I'm watching the dealer. He flinched. He flinched.
Top pair.
That card
Good
means
kicker for
something.
Alex
What does it
here.
mean?
Tony gonna have bottom pair
And
and
a
a gutter
gutter.
ball.
I think we'll see at least a call.
Tyler Anderson. All right, hey, whoa. Y'all be nice in the chat now. I'm just kidding. But Tyler Anderson says Knicks fans will fight Tony's fans. We're scrappy.
We can like hear it in the headset.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, I thought that was a. Never mind. I thought he had. Sorry, I thought that 9 was an 8 for some reason.
I can see this
Thank you.
Turner using this card to
Cold as hell,
bluff.
starting to peel apart on it.
makes it look good though. How it's like a little bit.
Maybe try to get
Yeah,
Alex to
it's super beat
fold.
up.
Pocket tens, pocket eights.
It's an old Yankee
Maybe deny
Stadium
some
hat
equity,
in there
but
last year.
I assume Alex will call here.
The last year was open. The old one.
Gears are turning for Alex now. Yeah, I don't like a fold. I don't like a jam either. I think you can only really just call here and
Hope for a
kind of
clean
hope.
river.
Yeah, hope that the river card's a brick, and it is. And it's up to Tony now. Does he want to turn his hand and win a bluff now? And he will check his hand, and Alex will take it down. Nice hand for him. Up to 1.3 million now. Wow, what a spin up here for Alex.
Can we just eat it at the final table? Like, yeah, well, what are they going to say to us if we all do it? Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
Alex
all
getting
just
some
fold. You
chips
all
to
have
play
sit
with
out 3
now.
hands. Okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
got 3-round penalty
We'll
all
pizza.
you.
Audrey in the chat says, I try to get him to not buy it. 3 crying face emojis. He loves stuff like that.
I love that you support him, though.
You know, as my as my fiance has to say sometimes, she has to remind herself that she loves me, and yeah.
Same with my wife. Sometimes she looks at me, she's like, "You're lucky I love you."
Oh my gosh. You know, ladies like Audrey, Dalila, Lauren, true saints in the world that are able to put up with people like me, Sal, and Alex.
Some of our antics, God. Truly blessed. Looks like Chunga's okay. Found a hand he can go with. Probably will get a call.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, dude, this is going to be a fucking battle, dude. I already know. This is a straight up battle table.
This is a big spot here for Chungus.
It's a fucking battle around.
Could get up to about 10, no, more than that. 12 big blinds, more than 12 big blinds, 13 big blinds if he finds a double here. But it's a pretty close race here. 60-40 here. A lot of live cards left in the deck, I imagine. Oh, man.
He is open-ended, though, so he still has a queen, ace,
Oh, and
7.
there it is.
Spikes it.
Wow,
And he holds.
man.
Oh, wow, Chungus.
Chungus running hot tonight. Gets sucked out on the flop. Finds the resuck, and Chungus gets the double up here. Shark down to 965.
It must have been that super chat Mark threw in there. Sending that run good to Chungus.
Yeah, I do apologize if y'all are hearing some feedback. One of the players' mics might be a little off here. All right, there we go.
Ooh, Shade with pocket queens. See if he can get some action.
530.
Looks like Shark might have some bad intentions in mind. Gonna fold it. Discipline fold.
Rob W. going to the limit.
Yeah, apologize for the static. I think one of the players' mics is revving up or something.
How's the baby doing?
She's great. She's growing, getting big. She's starting to grow out of her newborn clothes.
But she's like 3 weeks, 1 month, right?
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
And a fetus. She'll be 6 weeks on Monday.
It's so crazy, man. I can't believe my baby's gonna be born in like 10 days.
I know.
I can't even believe it, dude. That's yeah, dude. Number one, first baby girl, man. It's like the most stressful shit you guys.
Tyler with a big compliment, saying this is 100 times better than the USA-Netherlands game.
Especially I have 2 daughters. so happy I have daughters and not.
I'm happy to have you tuning in.
Man, well, you're the absolute.
My first was a girl too.
You know, in their eyes.
And when we found out,
they'll take care of me.
Waking up with big flip.
My sons would be like, Dad,
Chungus here, man. This is why you gotta be patient here. Tony being a little loose here, opening in the +1 with the ace-3. I mean, even though it is 7-handed, I think it's a little too loose. You know, and Chungus punishes it.
I mean, happy to take down the blinds plus a raise, so some extra dead money in there.
Zero degeneracy at this table. Very wholesome.
None. Very wholesome table, yeah.
This is for the family, right? I know you guys are watching.
Yeah.
That's why we play the game, man, for the kids.
Yeah, that's why we play for the kids.
If you guys want to play poker, we'll teach you.
Just bring a bankroll with you.
Yeah.
You got to learn the hard way.
No, I think I'm gonna teach her how to play, but I'm gonna teach her like without like ever having the fear of losing money. You know, just like play and just make her become a beast. That way, like she doesn't.
But women get a lot more credit naturally.
Well, when you start off playing like and you have like such a small bankroll, like you make decisions based on your money, which is terrible. You know, you're not making decisions based on like what's actually going on at the table. It's like all based on
finances.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a winning player doing that, right? So you can like forget about that part of it.
I think you got it right. Have that mindset of that 8-year-old that's just having fun.
Just no fear, like just have fun.
I think I can win this hand because I can win this hand.
Yeah.
75.
Exactly. And being a girl too should be a
You bet and take it down there for Tony.
No. Not many girls out there.
No,
he's healthy.
And they can be tough to play.
Yeah. I mean,
they just think on a different. Their logic's just different.
Yeah, it's actually surprising to me that more women don't play poker.
Well, they'd have to hang out with people like us.
Yeah,
they probably walk in the door, they look at this, and they go,
like 9 guys are like, man, fuck these guys.
18 grand? No, it's not worth it hanging out with these dudes.
I do believe that for sure.
I wouldn't hang out with these dudes for 18 grand.
So we can see
Ugly. Rude.
Don't say it until after. You tell me, please. That's such a punch in the gut, though. You know, you like walk away for a second. You like look afterwards because you'll see it too. You know?
To actually know you blew aces.
Yeah, dude. You're like, oh man.
Because that's half.
Tony gets a walk in the big blind.
You just won't know what happened. You know, you won't know if there were 2 threes or it was just pocket pair after pocket pair.
Yeah, for sure.
Will going to the limit.
Now he's about to pull king.
Oh, he's running already. He's got to be running back.
Been hit a little bit of a dry spell in action right now, but I imagine it'll definitely pick up.
He said, I'm out.
It always does. It always does. You can always guarantee action in Texas.
Down to our final 7 players now. Thank you all so much for tuning in here. Nick the Catholic gonna have pocket 4s under the gun.
Interesting spot with 4s.
Yes. Yeah, it is 7-handed, so I think it's fine to open, but I think you have to be prepared to fold it a lot of the time against a shove.
Chunk is folding ace-8 of spades. Wonder if he would have played that.
Oh, Bruner 3s on the button here. Domination here.
They both have around 20 big blind stacks, so a little bit of wiggle room to play.
Dude, that's crazy, yeah. In a row, too.
And they're going to get the big blind to come along, too, with the 9-7 off. Good 3-way action. And he will flop the best of it, too, with the bottom pair.
Nick the Catholic, with the only heart out in the field, does have a heart draw. He's going to check around to Bruner. Bruner can take a stab at this pot.
I think he might take it down, too. Bottom pair on the Queen Jack 9 board is pretty tough to continue with. Especially with no heart in your hand, too.
That is for 150K here.
It's one hand to fold.
And Nick will let it go. Wow.
Worst hand gets
Worst
it through.
hand takes it down. And, you know, that shows the importance of playing in position there.
Thank you.
Bruner definitely is the type of player that will pounce on weakness if he senses it. You know, checks around the initial bet, the initial razor. Oh, no. Okay, so someone is just, like, moving around on that mic. Let's see where we're at with that like goal. So, I mean, Salvador here announced a like goal of 250 by the end of our stream. We got about 123 likes, so we're about halfway there.
All right, thank you
We're
guys.
about
Thank
halfway
you.
there.
Keep on smashing that like button, guys, if you do enjoy our content. Some final table action of our 20K guaranteed tournament.
About 5 minutes left in this blind level. I believe it goes to 30, 60, 60 next. So, I mean, the blinds do go up pretty quick here. Got stacked final table. Previous winners, for sure, on this final table here. I don't think Nick has ever won the Saturday tournament. He's won quite a few of our weekly tournaments. Chungus here won 2 weeks ago. I've seen Shark run very deep in these tournaments quite often. Alex won last week. Bruner's won his tournament before. Tony seems like a very solid player. Shide seems like a pretty solid player. I mean, it's just tough spot to be for all these players.
And no easy pots. I think they're gonna have to fight for every chip they have.
Open ender here, backdoor clubs for Nick the Catholic. Chungus with bottom pair. Got a one big blind here. He's gonna let it go.
You could have shown the 4 too. I mean.
No shit, dude. It was a 4. It was 9-4.
Alex calling out the hand.
We just really don't care. Yeah, you can show the 4. Like, it don't matter. Locked in, baby. Locked in.
Okay, so usually I'm dealing the live stream and not commentating. How does this point thing work? You gotta teach
Great
me.
question, Sal. So you can get more loyalty points either by super chatting or just by watching the live stream here. Commenting. That doesn't sound right. Chatting in the live stream chat. Or just by watching the live stream here. And once you get 10 loyalty points, you can gamble that. So it looks like, Sal, you got about 7.
Okay, looks like I need to watch a little bit longer.
Yeah, you got to watch a little bit longer, and then you can gamble them for extra loyalty points. And occasionally we do giveaways that involves these loyalty points.
And then the very next hand, I was in a small blind. Yeah, came in. It wasn't suited the first time.
There's aces and kings in this deck?
But, well, I've seen it.
Yeah, the initial 1,000 takes a long time. Let's just say it took me about, I want to say it took me like 7 months to get to that initial 1,000.
Really?
Just by doing like random gambles here. Because I'm just in here doing it every now and then.
Yeah.
And now I have like 15K, and then you can do like larger bets. Bankroll management.
Bankroll
management.
Life lessons.
Oh no, Ragnar Roby rolling the nut low, rolling a 1.
Although he lost 5,000 points, it looks like he has plenty in the jammer.
Yeah, he's one of our regulars.
Ooh, Chungus, I think, folded King Jack suited there. Very disciplined.
Heads up.
Top pair, top kicker for Nick the Catholic. Shied with a gutter ball. Yeah, you can see it. You can see in a second. You'll be able to see the top points here.
150.
150.
Look at that.
That's it. Yeah. Solid. I mean, literally $2 or $3, $2.50 each.
A bet of 150 and a
And for
call.
not having 8.
Pod is starting to blow it up a little bit, going up to the turn.
It hit the empty void. In my
Oh, and he spikes the gutter ball. Oh my god. First pitch. I imagine he's always in a trap too.
I mean, it's kind of a. Oh
Oh,
no!
fell right into
Oh,
it too.
boy.
Has him drawing to a chop.
I see.
Nick the Catholic drawing dead to win the pot, looking for a 9 on the river to chop, and Shied with the full double up to 1.3 million.
Wow.
Nick the Catholic down to crumbs now.
Looks like they basically swapped their starting position, or how they started the hand.
Wow, what a pot there.
What a turn.
How the turntables.
Thank you.
Did you hear Alex?
Yeah, how the turntables. It's true, honestly. Even when you are one of the bigger stacks, all it takes is one hand, and then
yeah,
you're scraping by.
Yeah, when you're sitting on stacks of 15 to 25 big blinds, it really doesn't take that much. I mean, even the short stacks can just raise and take the the blinds 3 or 4 times and they're back in it. You know, it's really
every hand matters. Every hand, especially this deep into the tournament. The pay jumps being so high.
Embarrass me in front of my family.
They already don't like me.
So if we have any Shied fans out there,
looks like we got one.
Again.
Let yourself be known. He just got the full double up there.
Up to 1.3 million, and Nick the Catholic down to 395.
The college,
Yeah.
College is coming up.
Chungus with king queen off. Gonna open it up, looks like.
How do you think it's going? It's fluid. It just really
sometimes
depends.
It's there, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
you know?
Depends what 2020
He's gonna take down the blinds, which I'm sure he's happy with.
Yeah, absolutely. King queen off. He was in position against most of the players, but kind of hard to navigate on multiple streets with that hand.
The 12-year-old might. We don't know. You know?
Get good at sports, kids. If you like college.
It looks like the blinds just went up 30, 60, and 60 now.
For sure. That's what we got to teach them.
Gonna make it even tougher to navigate every hand.
Shallow stacks got shallower. Big blind down 60K.
Yeah, he just got a full double. He's barely above 20 bigs now.
Oh, dude, fuck taxes. I hate the government.
Sorry.
You hear me? Have you listened to the IRS?
Looks like got some more fans of Shahid.
Do not poke the animal.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't poke the bear. Shark here, king 10 suited. Great hand to open here in the cutoff. Total degree, Audrey. That trap was brutal.
And he fell right into him. All right, Shark's gonna take down the blinds with the king 10 suited.
Yeah, with a lot of the skill level between these players pretty close. It really just comes down to just coolers happening, right? And that's kind of the unfortunate part here. It's you got to look for some run good, try to cool your opponent. But the skill in that is just minimizing the variance, right? Picking your spots and make sure you're not playing too many hands, especially at this point in the tournament. Even though you feel like you could be defending your big blind pretty often, that extra a lot of times the big blind or the raise is about 2 big blinds now. That extra big blind could just be exactly what you need, right?
Exactly.
To win the tournament.
Not like that.
Yeah, like especially when the skill level gap is this minimal, every big blind matters.
Yeah, he does
We
one
got
of my tables early.
a stacked final table,
Solid.
bunch of crushers.
150.
They're all gonna have to be on their A game to navigate this field.
70.
Caught me with the wrong hand.
Tight fold, tight fold.
Brandon
Yeah,
says
you know,
Bruno's
I'm
gonna
hitting.
bring the heat.
I got a little sweater
No
over here.
doubt,
I
he's
got so
already
much
getting a little
heat going
frisky
on.
with pocket threes against 2 other players. He does know how to pick a spot, so if anyone's gonna be the most aggressive, make some crazy bluffs, it's gonna be Bruner, maybe even Alex too.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting dynamic too between Alex and Bruner. They're gonna be in the blinds with each other quite often, being next to each other.
It's 9:50.
Oh yeah, gonna have some battles there.
Until 10 o'clock last week, so we were playing until mid 12.
Blind. Speaking of blind versus blind, Jack his diamond to the small blind. Ooh, versus ace jack clubs. Looks like Nick might get some of his chips back.
Should have saved myself 30 great K. I saw that one coming a mile away.
335.
Yeah, not with this hand. She just folded.
Great fold there from Shide. I mean, a lot of players might just be like, well, I'm already this far, right? Put in the call here, but Nick, a very solid player here. I wouldn't want to double him up.
Oh yeah, 10-25.
Just after you've already got the chips from him.
No.
He just got those chips. I think he wants to hold on to them for a little bit longer.
It's a table full of sharks. I mean,
Oh,
why
yeah,
would I
man,
do that? Like,
I played it.
I like to pick my spots, you know. That's just a terrible spot to pick.
I checked it out like a week ago just to sit down and see it, and oh my god, I was like, I sat down with
No, dude, that's
like,
not.
I
Maybe,
might as well
maybe
sat
like
down
in
with
Vegas
5
where you
pennies is
take
the way
that
they
shot.
treated me.
Here's like
I think
7
I was
pros,
like
1 fish,
3,500,
and like
but
a guy
it was
that's
just,
alright.
that was a nothing stack, you know, and I was just like, oh my god.
No. Well, yeah, actually, this table
I won a hand or two. And then
Tony
they
gonna
called
raise
me
the
for
cutoff
yellow
here with
and
the
I
ace
jumped up.
8.
So I think I took like $300 away from him and ran away.
Imagine he's hoping to just take it down pre-flop here. Doesn't want to really want
But
to.
it was
Doesn't really want to play
pretty-
post-flop
they
with a hand like
it was
this.
pretty intense, you know.
Yeah, again, I think with how
Sit
snug
down
this
and
table's
see
been,
it. Then I was like, oh
I
my
could
God,
see
better
some
get on a list, 'cause
some
I
players
started adding myself to
loosening
one
up their
too.
opening
Just get
ranges,
calls
trying to
quicker,
take down the
get hell out of
blinds.
there.
Yeah, and I almost kind of prefer to have weaker hands
those guys
in my
do
opening
not
range
care
here,
at all.
facing some of these stronger players, right? Because like
Jamming pots.
a lot of the stronger hands,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you raise them, and then if you get jammed on, it's like, oh, well, I hate folding this hand. But, you know, a hand like ace 8, it's so easy to just let go if you get jammed
Oh,
on.
yeah.
1-2 list, get me out of here. Call my name,
But
please,
even
before I
then,
go
most of
broke.
these players have been pretty snug.
This is too crazy.
Have been pretty tight when they're jamming. So I think you can make it pretty easy.
Fold even with your stronger hands.
Yeah, raise
Sure.
fold.
Tony again with another ace. This time suited variety and a little bit of an upgrade. Ace 9 now.
Oh, and Shark waking up with ace 10 in the big blind. Definitely think he'll at least defend here. Maybe even go for the 3-bet.
Yeah, I think anything else. Yeah, a fold is probably the worst play there. I think he has to defend there. 3 would be pretty cool, but because I think they're both a little deep enough to have at least 1 3-bet there.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, Shark started the hand with right around 16 bigs. Tony with the C bets. He's gonna take it down. Nothing for either player.
370 of y'all in the live stream chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got about 7 players left. These players have been playing since 10 a.m. And we had
like 220 entries.
Yeah, 228 entries. So pretty good sized tournament. We've had bigger, we've had smaller. I'd say this is pretty much the average size of our Saturday tournament. So if you're in the area, in the DFW area, and you've yet to play our Saturday 20K guaranteed tournament, and you like tournament poker, I highly recommend it.
Best weekly tournament in the country.
Yeah. Less than a $400 buy-in gets you a chance to win 18 to 20K for 12 hours of play. And you get to play on a live stream table at night and have all your friends and family. Or you get to live your poker dreams and, you know, play under the lights and cameras.
It definitely is a different feel playing under the lights and cameras.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us, I imagine, grew up watching, you know, those old school Poker After Dark videos or those ESPN.
High stakes poker, that was my favorite.
Yeah, high stakes poker or like ESPN, WSOP main events. Get to finally, you know, experience that in real life. Bruner here flops the world. 2 overs, nut flush draw, and an open ender.
Even though he is behind technically, he is a huge equity favorite.
And Bruner will take it down there. Yeah, it's like when you flop a hand like that, you just don't even care what your opponent does. It's like, oh, you could jam, call, fold. I mean, I'm fine with all 3 options.
Against any 2 cards, he has plenty chances.
Somehow I was ahead. Well, not technically I was ahead. No.
Oh, you have hair?
No, I have ace 9.
I don't think you would have been ahead.
Ooh, Bruner's mom is watching. Just saw him take down that pot.
Yeah, Lane Bruner in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Josh says, can you wish my boy Mike S a happy birthday?
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Mike S. Wherever you may be.
Whoever you may be, happy birthday. The ace-queen suitor going to take it down. No opposition.
Yeah, Tony elected to go for a larger raise size here. Typically, I go again. At this point in the tournament, I simply just go for the min raise at this point, but I don't mind it too much just because the strength of players in this player pool, well, they're probably going to defend their big blinds a lot wider than, you know, say some weaker opponents.
Yeah, so going a little bit bigger, you're going to see a little bit less opposition.
Yeah, again, the scourge of people defending a little wider, because you know you're going to see that from a lot of the stronger players like Bruner, Chungus. I mean, I shouldn't even say all. I mean, all of them are strong players. So yeah, I definitely don't mind larger sizing at all.
I will say though, I'm a huge advocate of the min raise.
Yeah, yeah. If you are going to go for the larger sizing, I do say be consistent at least. Don't vary your raise sizes. Try not to give your opponents any read on what your hand strength could be. And another walk for Tony. Wow.
He's sneakily growing a stack. I don't remember him getting up to 1.7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all it takes is 3-4 takedowns, a few walks, and a few pots. And there you go. Josh Ramsey says, "My boy Tony is killing it." Yeah, you know, we just pointed that out. I think he's grown his stack from about 1.1 to 1.7 there in about 5 hands.
I think he might be the chip leader, either him or Bruner.
Bruner has 3 stack. Yeah, I think it's very close.
So yeah, both of those in good position so far. See if they can keep it up. Seeing another lull in the.
What do you feel is unfair?
In the eliminations.
You're the director. You can
Talk about an hour and a half to get our first elimination. We got 2 back-to-back, and now we're stuck at 7 again.
You can, but 10 minutes until the first clock gets called.
Rent Daddy says, betting the house on Chungus to take this down. Wow. I mean, he's definitely not out of this just yet. He's got a middling stack.
And he has proven that he can win this.
Yeah. Won us about 2 weeks ago.
But he's going to have a tough time. Very tough table.
Yeah, he's got Shark on his left, Alex on his left, Bruner on his left. So positionally, he's not in a great spot in terms of his skill level. I think he definitely has a chance, as all these players have a chance here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tony with jacks.
Yeah, so the last time I played this was in August. I final tabled, I busted in fifth, and then last week was the next time I played it after that time, and I final tabled and won last time, and then today is the third time in a row I played it in final table.
Did you like quit your job and just...
Right.
Just play this every couple of months and, you know.
No, every Saturday. And then I'll break even on my daughter probably at some point. It's a great tournament, dude. It really is. Especially because it's only 15 minutes from my house, which makes it like that much better.
I'm so glad
Oh, not those.
Yes, being close is amazing as opposed to having to drive the Windstar all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the deal with the new one?
No reason to go up there anymore.
New one, aren't they opening another location?
Yeah, I mean, imagine Tony's gonna, or not Tony. Imagine Alex is gonna want to get his hours in before his baby comes in about 10 days.
Oh yeah.
Or 16 days.
Yeah. That's all me.
Yes, Mark, you should.
They don't seem to give up.
You should definitely come up and play a little bit
I don't
more.
think they realize like the amount of money that was in this. You know?
Debating should come back to play. Wow, Mark, the true grinder here. Must have head home for some dinner. Got the poker itch after watching the live stream. Which tends to happen on our Sunday tournament. You know, people watch the Saturday tournament, and then our Sunday tournament just like explodes. The Sunday morning.
Sunday morning also a good tournament.
Absolutely, $200 gets you into a 5K guaranteed tournament. First place typically over 3K.
Yeah, man.
Chungus with the ace-4 suited. I think he'll definitely defend here. Can even see him jamming over the top.
There's no rake here, you know. I mean, it's nice. Whatever you're playing.
Goes for the flat though.
And casinos have like gone up on their rake a shit ton too. So now, like, I mean, if you're playing like anything,
still in the lead on a
10-10-3
10-10-3 flop. Nothing for either player.
I mean, you got to be like a really, really winning player to.
And then casino games are so tight now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was at Windstar like a month ago. Terrible, dude. There was like 5 tables on a Saturday, dude. I was like, dude, this is terrible.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you're good. Seeing my bald head. Sorry. Oh, my bad.
We were enjoying it over here.
Chungus going to take down another pot, just staying in there.
Yeah, turned a gutter ball there, some equity, and bet out his ace side and took it down.
Chipping away. Chipping the chair.
Like, man, look at that guy's shiny ass head over there.
Mark says came home from movie night with the kids. They are in bed now.
Yeah,
even more reason to come back up and play.
Oh, man. Man, I need to get you to hop on your PC again sometime soon, man.
I'm about to sell it, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, we don't have any space for it in the apartment.
Fair enough.
But we are going to buy a new laptop soon,
we
so
can probably later.
let me game again with you guys a little bit. Ooh, Bruner opening up the king-jack. Tony with the ace-jack suited to his direct left. Definitely wants to see a flop.
$70K more, queen 7 suited here. Getting the right price in terms of equity, but it's kind of hard to realize where you're at from the hand like this.
On
but
the
I imagine
edge,
he'll still defend.
Yeah, he can definitely defend here, can fold it. Doesn't like to see a flop, so we are going to go 3 ways to this flop.
Tony's money line to win the whole thing is minus 300. God dang.
Isn't it the same flop as last time, 10-10-3? Nothing for anyone.
Yeah, same flop. Bruner going to bet out his king high. Tony in the lead right now. Ace-jack high.
Pure aggression. Bruner's not afraid to go for it. One thing I love about his game, no fear.
Can you give me change, please? Yeah. That's okay. Just like a 5 of those.
Still got about 400 of y'all in the live stream chat with us. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I know it's been a little slow the past few minutes. So if y'all have any questions for me or Sal regarding the card room, dealing or playing, just anything in general, It's just y'all hitting at that.
Commenting below.
Yeah.
Cat got your tongue a little bit.
Yeah, I was
Thank you.
still kind of tired from. Man, all I've been doing the past like 3 days has been sleeping, eating and sleeping.
Living the dream.
Well, and I'm being sick, so.
Minus that.
Yeah. Two pair for Shark. Alex with second pair.
65.
Just above a big blind.
Yeah, I see in the chat wanting to see the chip count, but unfortunately we can't really do that. The program does it automatically, periodically.
175.
Alex gonna try to take down this pot with a second pair.
Kind of a dicey turn card there. I mean, you were already behind the hands like 7-8 already on the flop.
Ooh,
Wow,
that is.
Have a 9.
Oh, Alex. I think if Alex bet there, Shark's definitely gonna fold on that river. But it
Yeah,
does
but
go check, and he gets to see a showdown.
Yeah. Nice hand there for Shark. And we got a question here. How does the hourly work? That's a great question. So if you're unfamiliar with how our room works, it requires a $10 daily membership or a $30 a month membership or a $300 a year membership to just come in the room. Once you or become a member, and once you are a member of our room, our hourly seat rental is $13 an hour. So that can be paid with, before you sit down, or we have chip runners walking around to make sure you always have time. And you'll see on the screen, on the table there, there's a screen, and that's for a poker house to keep track of how much time you actually have. Because once you become a member, you will receive a player card. And anytime you sit down at the table, the dealer will swipe you in. And then your time starts to deduct there. Hopefully it helps your question out there, but let me know if you need anything else.
Dane with an interesting question. Would you rather live in the pouch of a kangaroo or have a pouch with a baby kangaroo in it?
For me, my initial thought is I'd rather have a pouch with a baby kangaroo in it.
I have not seen what a pouch of a kangaroo looks like, but I've heard it's very scary. So I think I'd rather have the pouch myself than be in it.
Thank you for the question, Dane. Dane, one of our dealers here at TCH, thank you for tuning in and supporting the channel.
Almost 400 viewers, 378 of you guys watching. Appreciate all of you for tuning in. And if you don't mind, since this is my inaugural time here, I've set the like goal for 250 likes. So if you don't mind, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. Would love to hit the like goal on my first time on the show.
Raise 180.
Pocket 3 is going to take it down. No contestants. Nick the Catholic gonna jam with the king queen off. Right around just under 5 big blinds. Pretty standard shove, I think, with the king queen.
Cover that. Now I'm incentive. Cover that too. What kind of card do you draft?
Yeah, very disciplined fold there with the queen 10. I think it's a little too, even for, what is it? Just under 5 big blinds. It's still a little too loose there, I think, to just kind of donate your chips.
But ace 3 off in the
Yeah, ace
big
3,
blind.
and he has a big stack here.
275 total?
Yes, sir.
Ace high could very well be good here.
Already in the big blind too, so you got a little bit of a discount there.
You have a mystery down
Does get the call. So Nick's gonna have to see a king or a queen to stay alive in this tournament. Ace high in the lead.
Here we go.
Ooh, wow, just flops it.
Oh,
Queen on queen.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Never easy. Even when you flop the nuts, never easy.
You called this too? You called this too, right?
You always got to keep it a sweat. Always got to keep it a sweat.
Yeah, it was a stream bet thing. No, I announced. I declared.
Man.
Oh, you can't
Hanging
teach that.
in there.
No, you really can't.
You can't teach it. It's just.
Matthew says, like is a given for you on first time stream. Good job, bro.
Thank you, Matt, for that.
Day Nam with some very nice words. Derek and Sal are crushing it. Very informative while keeping it fun. That is my goal.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I did have a little bit of nerves coming in for the first time, but most of that has calmed down now.
Yeah, it seems like you're good now.
These cards specifically? Yeah. Yeah, these are much better than the ones that they had previously.
Sal here, actually, for those of you that don't know, used to be a poker vlogger.
Oh, God. Back in the day,
yeah. Yeah, used to be a poker vlogger back in the day. Chunga's here with the Kings.
Like, I'm getting a couple that stick together, so there's much work on the lock.
Great spot here. And they get elect for the larger sizing. Again, I don't mind that at all. The last thing you want is someone defending their big blind with like ace deuce, right? And then just,
speaking of ace
deuce.
This
is pretty standard though.
And ace 10 in the small blind. It is offsuit, so I could see him folding here, but I imagine he'll have to call.
Wow, very disciplined there.
Does go for the discipline play.
You see one ace, one king folded out in the field. Can Tony find some diamonds?
Let's see. King, deuce, 8, 2 diamonds. Not quite, 1 diamond.
Great flop for the Kings.
Pretty safe flop for Kings. Over pair.
He will take it down. And Chunga's up to 1.2 million. Wow, everyone's so close in chips now. And I really wish we could see the chip stacks at some point.
We've seen the V-pip like 5 times, but no chip stacks.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the action tracker can actually control that. Keeping steady, about 400 viewers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Derek. We got guest commentator Sal next to me. Another dealer here at TCH Dallas. Y'all might recognize him. He's dealt on our live stream numerous times.
Self-proclaimed fastest dealer on at TCH.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. There was that one stream where I think in like your first half, you dealt like
I got
80 hands.
I got 100 hands once, I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, it might have been 100 hands.
Definitely a little weird to be on this side of the booth instead of out on the felt. But happy to be here with you guys. Ooh, Chungus with pocket 10s in the big blind. See if he'll put some pressure on and jam.
Yeah, I think the all-in's the only move here. You can fold out so many hands to have a lot of equity against you.
Takes it down.
Nice.
Chungus just climbing up, chipping away. Up to 1.2.
You know, and this is why I love having Chungus on the final table here because, you know, time and time again I'll see players like get down to 200K, 300K, on this final table, and to either like stop playing solid poker or just kind of just give up and like kind of be resigned to getting blinded down. And we saw Chungus go from about 280K to 1.3 million right back into it.
Chip in a chair. You're down but never out. Especially here at the final table when blinds are so high, all it takes is one hand.
And a story I always go back to is Bart Bogart on this final table was down to one single chip. He had one chip, I think, when they were six-handed, and he came back to getting second.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What a comeback. Ooh, Nick jamming ace-queen over the open.
And this is kind of the issue with raising to this size with hands like ace-6 suited. Probably the worst suited ace, right? I mean, it's
close because Nick has
weaker hands that he could do that with, but
he's such a short stack. He has like less than 10 bigs, so it's kind of hard. But even then, that's still about a third of your stack, Tony.
It's a third of your stack, and at some point you have to look at the big blinds in tournaments, but also I like to look at like percentage of my stack as well, like you just brought up.
Yeah.
And a third of your stack with ace-6 suited, probably not where you want to be, but has some live cards here.
40% equity still.
Has
And some chop outs.
Oh,
big
suck out on the turn, man. Oh, man.
That is brutal.
I mean, that's all you can do there. Put your money in good, but Nick the Catholic going to get sucked out on.
Mark said it all started with my super chat. I agree.
Absolutely.
That $25 super chat for that run good. I don't think Chungus has lost a hand that he's played since that super chat.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that brings a good point. If y'all want to cheer on your favorite viewer, that super chat very well could be the difference between them winning $18,000. Sorry, I didn't mean to sell out there.
Chungus was their smallest stack at one point, down to up to the final 6 now. The pretty solid stack. I think Bruner is our biggest stack at 1.8 million.
Yeah, 1.8 there. Tony down to, or up to, excuse me, 1.8.
Oh,
so they're very close.
Yeah.
Chungus about 1.2 million. Shark with about 895,000. And it looks like Alex has about 300K, 400K.
Can't tell if that's 3 or 4. 100K. Glad to hear you're excited about a new job. It does suck when you have to work long days, but hopefully it'll all be worth it and very fulfilling.
300,000. Oh, that's 325. Sorry, 325.
All right, Alex jams with the ace-9 and the big blind gets called pretty quickly by King
one
10
time for the
Bruner.
7,000 millionth time, please. Just the one time.
Yeah, you got your one time against me already.
Yeah, you got your one time against me already. What are you talking about? I flopped a set of 5s.
Oh, wow, and Bruner spikes the king on the flop.
Come on. No, that's not a
As Alex drawing pretty thin just to an ace.
No.
Good game, sir.
Great playing with everybody.
Had a little bit of a low, and now I got 2 knockouts
Take
and
it
back-to-back hands.
Hey, you can't win them all.
Alex going to take down another final table deep run here, taking home about $3,500.
I think it was 39. Can't be mad about that.
$34.90.
Oh,
no, thank you guys.
Misread that.
GG's in the chat to Alex. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to him and Audrey. They're expecting very soon for a baby girl. Should be very exciting.
Just a minute ago.
Down to our final 5. Each player now guaranteed 41.70. Now we're in the big money, Sal. Now we're in the big money. We're gonna get some massive pay jumps.
And with the blinds just went up to 80K. Just as the pay jumps start getting big, the blinds go up. Tony gonna raise the Jack-9 suited under the gun. Gonna open it up a little bit now that we're 5-handed. Just gotta get through the big blind. Oh, is that a heater? Yes, please. I'm freezing in here. Oh, Michael, thank you for keeping us updated. 97 likes to go. If you guys don't know, this is my first time on the stream. I had hit a like goal for 250 likes. Please, if you could, hit that like button. We're only 97 likes away.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, congratulations to Rick Mulligan. Says I'll be back up there soon. Just won the 50-50 at the Stars game today for $11,000. That's sick.
Oh, wow. Congrats
How
on
many
that.
tickets did you buy, Rick? Mr. I-20 Poker says, take it down, Ryan. Still cheering on our boy Ryan, a.k.a. Chungus. You know, I always get so tempted when I see those, right? It's like the gamble in me, right? I walk by those 50-50s. It's like, oh, I could buy 100 tickets for $20. And I could win $10,000. Shane Young with a great question here. Do you still have to pay the hourly if you are playing in the tournament? No. So the access fee into our room is included in your tournament entry. You just have to make sure you have a valid membership. So either that $10 daily membership, that $30 monthly membership, or that $300 yearly membership.
And thank you, Nolan, for the kind words. Like I said, if you guys hit that like goal, I might just be able to come back on. Maybe Derek can put in a good word for me to the higher ups.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I definitely I've been wanting to do this for you for a while now, but it's either we've been no spots open or like we have other guest commentators.
Yeah, and I've had a busy schedule, but it has been freeing up recently, so hopefully I'll be able to have more time to be in the booth with you.
Mulligan says $100 got him 300 tickets. So $100 into 11K, not bad. Pretty good return. Audrey says, thanks, guys. We'll be watching to the end when he gets home, I'm sure. We'll really appreciate you tuning in, Audrey, this whole time.
I'm sure he appreciates the support in the chat.
Yeah, always is nice to see significant others supporting their loved ones in their hobbies or professions.
Tony gonna open it up. 6-3 spades on the button. Trying to take down the blinds. Gets it through too.
I mean, he took down 200K there. I mean, now he's up to about 2 million, I think. It's pretty close.
I think he's noticing that there's not a lot of opposition at this table. If you open it up, you get at most usually one caller, or you can just get it through. So I think we might see him open it up a little bit, taking down the blinds.
Mr. Nice says, hey, everyone, it's Alex. Thanks to all. Well, you played great, Alex. Great final table, and congratulations on another deep run. It's a pleasure commentating over your action once again.
Teach us your ways.
Yeah, write a book, bro. how to play the TCH Dallas Saturday $365 20K guarantee tournament. It's very specific.
But obviously the results speak for themselves. Final table 3 times in a row.
3 for 3.
And winning one of those too.
Yeah. Oh man, that's. Do you want to turn it up?
No. I mean it's perfect for me, but I don't. If you want it, I don't get much of it, so it's actually perfect.
Rick Mulligan says, thanks for the shout out, guys. Great job on the stream. Thank you so much for the kind words. Always happy to shout our most loyal fans out there. Shane Young, yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions regarding our room, let me know. Obviously, we do offer tournaments every day of the week here at TCH Dallas, but we also have cash games running 24/7. So if you're actually a cash game viewer watching our tournament right now, don't worry. We got plenty of cash game action for you Tuesday and Wednesday here live from TCH Dallas.
I'm sure I think we got about 25 tables going right about now, too.
Yeah, never a dull moment here at TCH Dallas. Action 24/7. You can come here on a Monday morning at, as late as 3 a.m., as early as 9 a.m., and we'll have a table running for you.
I think technically the 3 a.m. is earlier than the 9 a.m.
I say that as late.
I'm just technically speaking.
Technically it is earlier, but in the, normal, life hours scheme of things, until it gets to 5 a.m., you can't say it's early yet.
I don't know. Some people wake up at 3 a.m.
Really? God. Crazy.
My ex-girlfriend, her mom, she would go to bed around 7 or 8 p.m. every night and wake up, I think, legit at 3 a.m.
Golly.
I don't know how she did it.
when I hear people saying they wake up at like 4 a.m. too, I mean, 4 a.m. sounds more reasonable. 3 a.m. is just like ridiculous. Like 4 a.m. I can kind of understand. Like if you have a job that you need to be there by like 6, then I can understand that. Bruner here with pocket 7s.
Oh, I think they go for the 3-bet.
Very large open here. 250K, and you know if he's 3-betting this, I imagine he's 3-bet ready to get it in against Shide's stack here. Shide sitting on just under 900K, or on just under $1 million.
And 3-bet this. Oh wow! And Tony with kings in the big blind. Gotta love the action he sees in front of him.
Let's see. I mean, you could just click it back here. You can make it 9. What's that? 250.
Well, I think you might want to go for the flat to incentivize.
And he's just gonna jam it.
Yeah, I think he'll get 2 folds. I think if he calls though, maybe Shide jams it. Get a little bit more money in the pot, but.
Yeah, I mean, all in here is definitely going to fold out all the bluffs from Bruner. Might just commit Shide here since he did raise so large pre-flop. Only sitting on a shade under 12 big blinds. But, I mean, 3-bet and a 4-bet jam behind you, you have to know you're no good.
I think Bruner was just doing that to isolate. When you flat there, you incentivize the big blind to come along with a wide variety of hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded to see Tony, what was it, a 250K raise, and he 3-bet to 650. So
the main clip would have been like
just over $1 million. Yeah, I mean, sitting on a 2 million chip stack, I actually don't mind Tony making it like 1.1 million, just like just a click back, because you don't want to just call and invite Shide in with a random ace. Or just giving Bruner the great pot odds, right, to hit a set.
I don't know. I actually think you kind of want the all-in, actually. Because post-flop, because they're both so deep,
$500,000.
Unless Bruner hits a set, I imagine he'll go check all the way down for the most part.
Okay.
So I think you get to like see a full 5 cards most of the time. And obviously pocket kings, very strong hand.
Oh, I was saying you wanted to induce Shide to rejam all in for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think Bruner ever folds. And it doesn't reopen the action.
Right.
And so then you have 3 ways to the flop, and I imagine he's gonna go check a set unless one of them hits a set. Tony might bet post flop.
Yeah. No, I actually now that you're bringing that up, I do see your point now. Given that Shide's been like playing relatively tight this whole tournament, over 3xing, even though it is 5-handed, like you expect he has something, right?
Yeah.
So you could definitely see him just rejamming after Bruner 3-bets, and then you're just there to catch.
Just there waiting.
Yeah, now that you bring that up, I think actually I did that exact play in that mystery bounty tournament we had about a few months back.
Oh, wait, real quick, we just got the chip stacks out.
Gosh.
And it went back before I could even read them. But Tony up to 3.2 million. I think Bruner's up down to 1.6. And then everyone else, I think, is sub 1 million. So Tony with a big stack 5-handed in a great position to take this down. Let's see if he can keep it up.
But yeah, back to that that tournament that I played in. Yeah, it was like I think someone had opened like in the +2 or +1, and I noticed that like one of the players in the small blind, or one of the players in the blinds had like a 13, 14 big blind stack. So then I just called with ace queen on the button, and then he jammed his 12 big blind stack under the gun folded, and I just snap called, and he had ace 10.
Like perfect spot.
Yeah, and it was a bounty obviously too. So.
What was the bounty?
I only got 800 at the minimum, which, I mean, I can't complain.
Still a free 800. Chunga's going to raise the 9s in the small blind and take it down. Just chipping up, slowly but surely.
Yeah, our 500K guaranteed tournament mystery bounty was our last quarterly big tournament, and I imagine we'll have another big quarterly tournament coming soon, probably in sometime in January or February. I don't know any of the details. That's up to Eugene, our tournament director, to figure out the time specifically. But we typically have a big tournament every quarter here at TCH Dallas. So if you like big guarantees, stay tuned.
Well, even then, coming up soon on the Saturday of New Year's, we're going to have the $500 50K on Saturday.
Absolutely, yeah. On New Year's Eve, that Saturday, we're going to have our $500 50K guarantee tournament, 40K starting stack, so 10K more starting chips. And typically that first place prize money is about
30,000?
30,000 plus, yeah.
So a bigger tournament until we get our big quarterly, but something to keep you guys fulfilled in the meantime.
You know, and I can't stress this enough for our viewers out there. You know, if you have aspirations to, you know, run deep in this tournament and make this final table, I highly recommend just constantly just watching this final table live stream. Right? I mean, a lot of these players play very well, play very solid tournament poker, and
we get a lot of consistent names down here. But real quick, we got an all-in and a call. Shied with a ace-3 suited. Gets called by king-9 by Tony in the big blind.
And we have a million chip pot here, and you know, Shied in the lead right now, but this would be a massive swing here if Tony could find a king or 9.
Pretty much best case scenario with ace-3 when you get called.
Let's find a pair, but Tony's outs are still live.
King or a 9 one time? No! Shied's gonna double up, staying alive.
Thank you.
And everyone at this table is tough to take out. A little scrappy. No one going down without a fight.
So Sal, imagine working these, you know, or typically you work a lot later, right?
Normally I'm 4 to 12 usually.
Right, yeah. I guess, so what is your eating schedule like?
Oh God. Well, I usually eat only 2 meals a day. I'll eat breakfast or lunch around anywhere from 12 to 2 before work. And then I always bring snacks. 'Cause I always get hungry, but so I'll bring some snacks to work, and then the wife and I will eat after work, usually around 1.
Dang.
So yes, a very strange eating schedule. Honestly, even on our days off, we usually eat dinner around midnight, maybe 10 or 11. Like usually what we'll do, is, especially if we get takeout, we'll pick up takeout and just leave it sitting until we're like ready for dinner at like 10 or 11 p.m.
What? Oh man, I can't do that, man. If I see that food, I'm gonna eat it.
I guess I'll find out.
Well, I guess
but you're just so used to your eating schedule.
Yeah, like our eating schedule is all messed up.
Some of us are can't really miss a hand.
Blackbeard Goat Jr., do your cash game tables take a rake? No, we do not. We are rake free here at Texas Card House.
I know, representing our starting table.
Good job.
Thank you. See if I can keep hanging in there.
Oh, 4-3.
Looks like Shied's got some fans. His daughter says, "Go Dad." Been watching the TV. Well, I'm sure that's going to set him some good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the support, Jess. We are down to our final 5 of our 20K guaranteed tournament here. This is our weekly Saturday tournament. $365 buy-in, 228 entries today. Down to our final 5 here.
Everyone left is guaranteed a minimum of 4,000, all the way up to 18,000 for first. A lot of money on the line.
Blackbeard Goat says, I live in Oregon, but I do have fam in Dallas that I visit every few years. Well, if you're ever in the Dallas area, when you do come and visit, obviously, I guess when you're... yeah, I highly recommend you checking out this poker room, buddy.
We do get a lot of people from out of town who just happen to be in town for work or business or whatever. come and stop by.
Yeah, we're about 15, 20 minutes away from the DFW airport, so, you know, wouldn't be a bad place for you to just, like, come out and hang out and play some poker right before you leave for your flight, which I've seen many times. Yeah. Well, we'll see people with, like, their luggage right by the table. Obviously, you know, if you don't want to have it right next to the table, our floor staff will happily store it somewhere secure for you.
Sure.
You know, and that's the great thing about our room here is we have daily and monthly memberships here. So those of you that are only here for one day, it's $10 to get that daily membership. To fill out a few forms, have a valid ID of some sort to show that you are of legal age to play here, which is 18.
Always got to make sure it is current. I have seen people get caught up a couple times with expired IDs.
Yeah, and we're very strict on that. We are very strict on not allowing any, you know, expired IDs of any sort.
To Anthony, we're about in Addison-ish. We're about 15 minutes from Addison, maybe 10, honestly. Pretty close. We're on like the north side of Dallas by Farmers Branch, if you know where that is.
200 for 2. 200.
Shark gonna jam the jack 8 of spades and the button. Ooh, Tony with ace-3 off.
That is $4.95.
All right, well, I guess I'll keep that in mind, Ambo Fun. We don't store luggage. Apparently that's one of our floors here. Who is that, by the way?
I think that she might be speaking out of experience.
No, because I said the floors would help store the luggage, and then they were like, actually, Derek, they won't.
Yeah, maybe they came with luggage one time. Either way.
I see.
Either way, looks like ace high is gonna hold, eliminate Shark. In 5th place, what a run!
Gigi's in the chat for Shark here, taking him 41.70 down to our final 4.
It's like we're rooting for the knock, but also you're getting strong.
We got
right?
Chungus left here, Bruner, Tony, and Scheid here. Down to our final 4 players. Who do y'all have winning this whole tournament?
Tony in great position, over 3 million.
Yeah, in terms of, you know, stack advantage here, Tony's way in the lead.
I think he has about half the chips in play.
Yeah, typically when we have about 200, yeah, it's about 7 million chips in play. Yeah, it's pretty close to that.
3.3 million, 2.6, depending on how much Scheid has. But yeah, he has right around the half the chips. Gonna jam, putting on the pressure, using the big stack to his advantage.
Oh man, I'd be super tempted to make this call. Very unlikely that you're just absolutely dominated a lot of time. It's like in the little bit of tournament poker that I've studied, you know, I always see people like recommend more like going all in with like Jack 10, Jack 9 suited type holdings.
You're more likely to have live cards as opposed to being dominated.
Yeah.
But even then, it's usually always better to jam yourself than to call it.
Yeah. Down to the final 4 here, playing for big money. It's tough to call off your tournament life with Jack High.
Yeah, there's still plenty of wiggle room. You can pick a better spot. But yeah, Tony using the big stack to his advantage already.
Left the blue one behind.
Oh, Ambo Fun is Tim from the Cage. What's up, Tim?
Tim from the All right, he's gonna. Good thing you folded last hand now. Still alive, pocket 8s.
Finds a better spot here, and you know, I guess that's why he's on this final table and I'm not.
Gonna get a call from King 6 of diamonds.
This will be a true testament of how good Tony's running. Right? If he finds this king here.
Sometimes you just gotta ride the wave. Or ride the stash, as some of the people in chat are saying.
Ladies are fine, aces are fine, jacks are fine.
And
Heart?
On the flop.
Give me a heart.
Still got a heart for the pocket eights.
Wow.
2 kings.
Overkill.
Wow, and Tony is just running over this table here, up to 4 million chips, and another ladder up for Chungus and Bruner. Down to our final 3 players. GG's in the chat for Shide.
I think he's knocked out the last 3 players.
Yeah, I bet they wish this was a bounty tournament here. Down to our final 3. Thank y'all so much for tuning in here.
Yeah, Tony definitely opening up his range. With the big stack, put a lot of pressure on these other 2 players. I see him playing at least 50% of his hands. 7-3 of hearts, not going to be one of them though.
I had pocket 7s on that one.
Oh my gosh, tough to beat Freddie Mercury. that's actually the best comment I've seen in the live stream chat today. Bill, you win the best comment. You win the best comment of the stream so far.
Oh yeah. Monday?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, now that's another lookalike, Freddie Mercury.
That's a really good comparison.
Ragnar over with a question here. Derek, the cruise fill up? I'm actually not too sure. I do not have that info for you, but once I find out, I will let you know on a future stream.
Kobe. After running up the table, getting a little dry spell of cards from Tony. What's up, Mitchell? Glad to have you tune in. Thanks for watching.
Oh, he got knocked out.
Ooh, Tony putting on max pressure, jamming King 7 and diamonds. Chunks with the jack gauge, just gonna let it go. Tony just putting on a lot of pressure on these players. For Bruner and Chung, it's gonna be tough to navigate against Tony at this point. Especially with the blinds going up in 5 minutes, too.
A little over 3.
If Tony wins next Saturday's tournament, y'all should give out fake stashes to everyone. Okay. I gotta say, he does have a nice stash.
I think I dealt to him earlier today, actually.
No one really forcing anything just yet here.
Yeah, in these situations, though, all it takes is one hand for things to change.
Like Bruner said, all it takes is one hand. Tony if one guy just gets a double up from Tony, can definitely put a dent in the stack and change the whole dynamic of the table.
What?
You guys started with 50 or
30.
30?
30, yeah.
Oh, wow.
180.
Great, 180.
Ooh, gonna see some action here. Bruner with ace-8 off. And Tony with king-queen. At a minimum, he's gonna call, but I can see him going for the 3-bet with how aggressive he's been. Looks like that's what he's gonna do.
I don't mind just a straight rip either. Because now you're still
too deep, and I think the 3-bet gets the job done still.
No, he's only sitting on 20 bigs.
Oh yeah, man. I forgot the blinds were
Yeah,
this big.
that's why I don't. If you really don't want to have to pay post flop, I think a rip is totally fine. You're putting on a lot of ICM pressure on Bruner because Chungus has the shorter stack. So I actually wouldn't mind a rip there either, just because sometimes if you 3-bet there, you're just kind of giving him a price there to set mine or.
Do you mind if I get that water?
Yeah.
Thank you. Not used to talking this much, honestly. Keeping the pressure on. Putting his foot down.
Yeah, all
Woo,
right.
all right.
Oh, man. You don't really see this often. Queen 7 against King 4. Does make the correct call technically, but Tony with a lot of equity still, and with the historical run good.
I think Chung just saw how aggressive he was. He was like, you know what, I'm going to put my foot down and flops. Oh, 2 pair.
2 pair. Only got runner spades, and that's going to be it.
All
the
right.
check mark on the turn, and Chungus now up to 1.5 million, and now we got a game here.
I was rooting for you, not gonna lie.
So now both Chungus and Bruner with around 1.5, 1.6. So got a little bit of wiggle room to play now. Then Chungus staying disciplined, finding the right spots. Slow and steady wins the race. We'll see if that slows Tony down any bit. He still has 4 million in chips, so not a huge hit in his stack.
Mark says he's running good because I just showed up to the room. Welcome back, Mark.
Wait, Mark, tell me what table you're on. Maybe I'll hop on later.
Michael Tillon here with another reminder. 75 more likes to hit our 250 like goal. Absolutely. Yeah, let's hit that like button if y'all been enjoying our special guest commentator, Sal, joining me tonight.
If you guys hit that like goal for me, I might be able to come back on. I think they'd like me enough.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if we don't hit this 250 like goal, you'll never hear from Sal again. You'll only see him dealing.
Have me stuck in the box for 2 hours at a time. Much rather be back here in the booth, hanging out with you guys.
Mr. Sai says, maybe I'll hop in the booth with you guys one of these weeks if that's cool. Yeah, I mean, we definitely like having players every now and then, and given the fact that you've final table 3 for 3, Alex, we can definitely make that happen sometime. It's going to come ace high. Chung is going to outflop Bruner here.
Bruner's been pretty aggressive c-betting, so I think he'll still bet this flop, even though he's pretty far behind. Bets 300,000. Trip aces for Chungus, but a third club comes in. Let's see if Bruner uses this as a bluff card. Definitely going to have some more aces in his range, but decides to slow down.
Chungus now go for some value. Oh no, he pretty much jammed. He left him back. He left himself back with a 1 5K chip.
That's what all the kids are doing nowadays. They jam and leave themselves 1 chip just in case they want to fold.
Hope everyone's having a great night tonight, this Saturday evening. A little bit of a rainy one here in Dallas, Texas. We're getting some very nice 70-degree weather. Wow, Chung is running hot right now. Top 2 pair against Bruner's bottom pair. It's going to be a bet and a call, I imagine. 3-handed here. Flopping a pair is pretty tough. Pretty tough to flop a pair. No, Bruner just going to let it go. I guess he's pretty short, yeah.
Yeah, he's lost a couple pots to Chungus now, so he's going to have to be a little bit more snug. Yeah, Chungus has built himself a nice little stack. I think he's right around 2 million now.
68 more likes until that 250 like goal. Can we do it?
Got 370 of you guys in the chat or watching this. I'm sure some of you guys haven't hit that like button. If you could do, please do me a favor and hit that for me.
Did you hit the like button?
I did, yes. As soon as you asked me for the like goal, I was like, oh shoot, I haven't liked it myself.
Yeah, if you go to my YouTube page, or I guess you can't see if you look at it, but when I look at my YouTube page and like I look at all my liked videos, it's just all TCH live. It's like I don't ever actually hit the like button on any other videos.
When I did have the vlog, that was I definitely would like our videos on my personal channel.
Yeah, shout out to Sal's poker vlog, Calling Stations. If y'all want to go check it out.
The dead calling stations at this point.
You said you're gonna bring it back, right? Maybe.
I've been getting my butt whooped on the table, so. Ooh, Bruner gonna jam the pocket 4s.
Yeah, I've been kind of just like hovering in the cash, but doing really well in tournaments. So I'm wondering if I just stick with tournaments.
So that is 6, 8, 9, 85.
Tony with the decision here with the ace-8 off. Does he want to call? And he does.
All right, I got a pair.
Coin flip here, and Chungus is going to be rooting for Tony here. Bruner looking to fade an ace or 8 or some kind of counterfeit possibility, which is not what you want to see either. That's like the worst way to win.
That's
lose.
the worst way to lose, yes.
Okay.
Still in the lead.
Oh, and that's going to be, oh no, sweat.
Gutter.
A sweat. There's always a sweat.
I love you, Bruner, with 3. Bruner with the double up. All right.
Bruner up to 2.1 million now. Tony down to 2.9. And Chungus.
I think he's a little over 2 million.
A little over 2 million. So it's a fair fight here, 3-handed. Fair fight. Norzada says, love TCH Dallas. It's House of Action. Well, thank you for the kind words, Nor. And, you know,
that's what I was saying before.
We hear this time and time again. I mean, I love this room so much. I mean, obviously, I'm a little biased here. But, you know, we hear this time and time again from our loyal customers, like Mark, Bill, and obviously Nor here in the chat. And they say it's the best card room they've ever played in. And they really mean it. Y'all should definitely check it out if you've never come to our card room. Located very centrally here in Dallas, Texas.
Got action 24/7.
7 days a week.
Amazing games.
Rain or shine. Now, if there's ice on the road, we might close. That's also a might. We have stayed open even when there is ice on the road. M. Gordon says House of Pain. Yeah, depends on where you're at. You know, you could be. But it be the as they say, the fly on the windshield.
Kind of going with the House of Pain. Michael says, "Are you not entertained?" Sometimes it's fun to watch pain at the expense of some of our players, but it does make for some good action and good viewing experience. That's what we all tune in for, to see some cards, chips flying in the air.
It's got new life.
Yeah, Chunk is at 2 million, so they're all in the between 2 and 3 million.
250.
Blinds at 50 and 100,000. They all got plus 20 big blind stacks. So yeah, lots of play here. This tournament's far from over.
What's up? Oh yeah, my bad. Right now I want to keep playing though.
Looks like they were discussing a chop, but Bruner shut that down. I know he is one to always play. He does not chop. He likes to go for gold.
You know, I don't really care either way. For me, if they don't chop, I get to commentate more and hang out with you guys. Obviously, for y'all, there's more action for y'all to watch. There's no chop. From a purely strategic standpoint, I say for these kind of tournaments to not chop. I don't mind like a restructure too. I mean, like especially with how big the pay jumps can be between second and first. I don't mind a restructure, make it like 14K each, play for another 3, 4, 5K.
Yeah, always. Minimize variance, especially when you get to these later levels, the pay jumps are so massive.
Yep.
Definitely like a small restructure where the pay jumps aren't as big.
And the main reason why I, kind of encourage no chop in these kind of one-day tournaments is, when you get into the spot where you can play for significant money for, say, $1 million at first, those players are not going to chop. I promise you. They're not going to chop with you. And if you have no experience playing 4 3-handed, that's
it can be tough. The whole dynamic changes when you're shorthanded.
Yeah, you're not doing yourself any favors if you're not getting the experience to play shorthanded, is what I'm trying to say. And I mean, for these somewhat larger tournaments, I could kind of understand a chop every now and then if the blinds just get outrageous. But for those like small $130, $200 daily tournaments, I say always play it out. I mean, you can always use the experience. You see, I say you could use those tournaments experience for this kind of tournament.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, you rarely get to play short-handed poker. Honestly, it's kind of a fun change.
Yeah, for sure.
Change of pace.
A lot of the times I tell a lot of the players I deal to or play with, I don't really mind shorthanded that often, to be honest, because you could probably attest to this as well. As when we were playing the same home game together, we'd play a lot of shorthanded, right? Sometimes it'd just be me, you, and like 2 other guys.
Oh yeah.
And then we got so used to playing 4 or 5-handed. I think that kind of actually almost helped improve our game a little bit, right, for these tournaments.
100%. Gaston's World, in all seriousness note, does anyone know where we can see a TCH rulebook? Yes, we do have one on our website. And when you do come in as well, we have a QR code that you can scan that has all of our house rules listed for you.
Yeah, that QR code is on every single table by the dealer. And if you want to find it out yourself right now, you go to texascardhouse.com, and there should be some rules regarding the, our house rules. But if you have any specific questions, I should be able to help answer any of those questions, as I am a dealer here at TCH Dallas, so I'm, pretty familiar with all the rules here. Whether it be, straddle rules, buy-in rules, all-in scenarios, running it once or twice at specific stakes. Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, one sec. Where's the bathroom?
Ooh, Chunkus limping in with the ace-10 in the small blind. Bruner's having none of that, though. Raises to 300 with the ace-5 of spades. Now that he got some chips back, he's not afraid to put them back in.
Oh, wow. What a cooler here. What a cooler here. Top pair for both players, 3-handed, and we might see the money get in here.
With Chungus limping in, Bruner's got to think he has the best hand. I don't think you would expect Chungus to limp an ace.
And I really like this call here from Chungus here. Any kind of raise just blows off weaker aces. And, oh, man, there's the chop. There's a chop on the board right now. What's the equity that?
Ooh,
oh, he can hit a 10.
Or a jack.
Oh, yeah, aces and
jacks with a 10.
Wow. Oh, wow. He get counterfeited here. Currently, they have the same hand. Aces and threes with a jack kicker. Chungus could hit a jack or 10 to win this pot.
Bruner's only got the 5. He's going to keep the aggression on. I imagine he thinks he has the best hand, which I guess they have the same hand as of this moment. But trying to get value from a jack, I suppose. Oh, there are 2 flush draws out there, too, as well.
Chungus with no heart in hand, so Bruner could definitely have some kind of heart draw here. A lot of equity that he could get value from if he jams, because I don't think Bruner can fold now. And you know, Chungus is chopping a lot here, losing to ace-queen, ace-king. But chopping with the rest of the hands. Or I guess losing the ace-jack as well.
Yeah, Bruner putting on the pressure.
And Chungus will ship it here. All in and a call, and it's probably going to be a chop a lot of the time here, but Chungus with a little more outs here, and oh my god, a 10!
Wow.
Oh,
man.
God. What a river card there for Chungus. And it looks like he just barely covers Bruner here. Wow, what a pot there.
According to the graphics, looks like Bruner's going to have 30K left.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to come back in the booth here so you get, take a look at your boys here back here. Wow, what a pot there, Sal. Oh, my gosh. 10 on the river to give Chungus the check mark. Wow, I'm kind of speechless here. I mean, that's a big swing for Chungus. Now he's pretty much even stacked with Tony, and Bruner down to crumbs, and it's not looking good for Bruner.
That is brutal for Bruner. Good game. Oh, so he does have him covered.
Actually has him covered here, and I'm going to give shout out to Bruner here for playing a great final table.
Was not afraid to play some cards, put the money in, put the pressure on.
GG's in the chat to him, absolutely. And we are down to our final 2, and we'll get to the final table action shortly here right after these short messages.
Have you been naughty or nice this year? Well, don't worry. We're not checking our list twice this holiday season. Because at Texas Card House, it pays to be playing poker with us. The naughty or nice bad beat is here. Under the tree, you'll find a jackpot starting at $20,000 that rises each day, with the qualifying hand getting easier and easier to beat. No one goes home with a lump of coal. Instead, everyone gets cold, hard cash in your stocking. Everyone checked in and playing at any Texas Card House wins $100 when the naughty or nice bad beat hits. Sorry, Auntie May, your fruitcake can't compare to the naughty or nice bad beat. Spend your holiday season with us at Texas Card House and win. The Texas Card House Naughty or Nice Bad Beat is here.
That's right. Our bad beat is back here at Texas Card House. Starting at about $20,000, that bad beat value will go up $1,000 every single day, and the hand qualifier will go down a hand ranking. So we've seen some insane bad beat prizes for our customers here. And if you're clocked in at any of our TCH locations when the bad beats hit, you get $100 right off the bat. So now we're down to heads up. Good luck to our final 2 players here, Tony and Chungus.
And pretty deep. Tony with 28 bigs, Chungus with 40, so they got a little bit of play. Looks like they are talking about a possible chop.
There's no audio right now.
Can't hear what they're saying, but looks like they're discussing possible ICM chop or something along those lines.
Yeah, and I'm actually getting word from Tyler that they did decide on a restructure, so they're going to guarantee each $14,000 apiece and play for an additional $3,000. And I like that a lot because I think second is about 11.6, so they're guaranteed $2,400 more than second place money, and then if you take it down, you get $17,000. And I do apologize for the audio. You know, it's out right now, but it will be fixed very shortly. Let me know who in the chat y'all are rooting for, Chungus or Tony, to take this tournament down.
Both very good players have put on quite a show on this final table, navigating through the field.
You know, and since we're reaching the end of our stream very soon here, I want y'all to man your keyboards. It's almost question time. I want y'all to get ready to type in the chat very soon.
Chung is just going to fold the 6 deuce.
All right, everyone, it's question time. Where in the world y'all are watching TCH live from? Type that in the chat right now. I want to know where everyone's watching from. Go ahead and type it in the live stream chat.
Ooh, Tony waking up with queens early on in this heads up.
Yeah, Ragnar, it's more of an honor, Ben. I'm not trying to steal Ben's thunder here.
Great, recognized great.
Chungus with a good hand to defend with.
Little does he know he's dominated. Ooh, wow. Tony flopping top set, but Chungus with the open ender. Imagine this, you'll see some chips coming into the pot. Ooh. Tony betting 225. Chungus gonna make an easy call here with his open ender.
Complete brick on the turn here, and a good spot here for Tony to start sizing up. Straight and flush possibilities out there on the flop. I like a bet of about 700K here.
Man, do you have his mind read? 650 right on the money.
And Tony will take it down here.
Looks like we have some people all over watching us.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get to the chat here. All right, so we got, looks like I see North California, Orlando, Atlanta, Indiana, UK, South Oregon, Frisco, in my bed. Mitch Lloyd, one of our commentators here for the Saturday tournament as well. What's up, Mitch? Hope you're doing well. Ragnar Rover beats San Marcos, Texas.
Got Nashville, Miami Beach, and Sydney, Australia. Wow.
Washington.
Back at table 15 for Mark.
Table 15. All right, we'll see you very soon, Mark. Triple D, Dallas. Next door neighbor. End of stream right there. College Station, a.k.a. Aggie Land.
Hook'em Horns.
Hook'em Horns, yeah.
Where actually Derek and I first became friends. In the same dorm at UT.
Midwest City, Oklahoma. OKC, Houston, Dallas. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching from all around the world for some great tournament content. And there we go. We get the audio back on. Thank you all so much for being patient there.
Raise 250.
Wow, stacks are right even. 3.2, 3.2. Anyone's game.
Gutter ball for Tony. Chungus with second pair. I imagine Tony will fire here a lot of time. No, he's just going to check it. Turn's going to give Chungus a gutter ball to go along with his pair. And
Double gutter.
Oh, double gutted. You're right.
8 or 4. Tony still has the deuce to make his gutter.
Blaze it.
Chungus says blaze it, betting 420,000. What a bet there. What a bet. Strong bet there. Tony with nothing here. Just a gutter ball, ace high.
But ace high is good a lot of the times here, but gonna let it go. Good fold, good fold.
Jonathan Rivera says, Austin, Texas. Palm Beach, I see there. Pasadena. Thank you all so much. Saw Houston as well.
Table 15 again from Mark.
What's up, buddy? Thanks, man. Hey, man, no using government names. It's Chungus, sir. It's Chungus. What's up, buddy? I'm sorry? Whatever you want, boss man. Let me know.
I forgot your name is Chungus on the screen, so my wife talked about you tonight. She's going to say Chungus this and Chungus that.
Chungus here with ace king of spades. Very strong hand here, heads up. Looking to get it in against any all-in here. Oh,
wow.
my gosh.
Tony with ace 10. We're going to see some fireworks.
Wow, and, you know, he's just making a call here. Could see some fireworks. We find an ace on the flop here.
Oh, my God, and we do.
Wow, and that might be lights out for Tony unless he can find the 10 or run runner straights. Chunga's going to get 3 sheets of value here.
Going for the small bet.
Yeah, which I like a lot here. Smashes Chungus' range here. Such a clean turn.
Oh, yeah. Tony's. Oh, this is such a brutal spot for Tony. Definitely going to lose some chips here.
Let's see. If I'm Chungus here, I want to size up for a river jam. So I like, 4 to 500,000. Great bet sizing here from Chungus.
So if Tony calls, which I assume he does, probably right at 1.9 and Tony will have 2.2. So yeah, just over pot size jam.
Unless he feels like Tony's just waited to, a very weak ace here, since Tony didn't 3-bet pre, he might just go for a more reasonable bet sizing here on the river, maybe about $1 million.
I don't know. Heads up, ace 10's very strong-handed. Even if Chungus jams, it's very tough to lay that down.
Oh, and he does go
for it. Okay.
What a bet here from Chungus.
Tough spot for Tony. Let's see if he can make the good lay down, but honestly, if I was him, I probably would still make the call and just lose my chips. But
yeah, it's so tough here. The only saving grace for Tony's here is that he has the ace of clubs. So hands like, ace 5 suited, ace 4 suited, hands that, top pair nut flush draw, turning a gutter ball. Might be turning into a bluff here. But he has that ace of clubs, so Chungus can. Oh, and he makes the call! And that's the tournament. That is the tournament.
Down second time in 3 weeks.
Wow, and we have Chungus here, our champion here tonight, and we're going to come back to the booth. Congratulations to Ryan, our dealer here at TCH Dallas. Chungus taking down another Saturday tournament.
I literally told him this morning, too, that he was going to take it down once again. Oh, called it.
Wow, I mean, they're going to count down the chip stacks
just
here.
to make sure, but
it's pretty sure. We're getting the thumbs up from Tyler that he does, in fact, cover. And congratulations to Chungus for being our tournament winner tonight. Congratulations to Tony as well, taking home $14,000. What a tournament.
No small feat to make second place, but Chungus coming from a short stack early on.
Yeah, when they were down, I think 8-handed, he had $220K.
Yeah, down to like under 5 bigs at one point, so what a tournament.
Yeah, congratulations to Chunks again. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you to Sal for coming here and joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to
fun.
be here.
It was a lot of fun. Hope to have you again. Thank you so much to John and Tyler doing all the hard work back there. Joe Boljak, our dealer tonight. Our tournament floor, Eugene. And I think I saw Riley out there handling the second half of tonight's. And, of course, our GM, Mike Williams, our CEO, Ryan Crow, and all of our dealers and floors that make this tournament possible here every Saturday. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And, of course, thank you to you, our viewer, for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next week.
Thank you guys again.